1, 2, 3, 4. I won't deny it, I'm a Southsider. You don't wanna mess with me. Got the police looking for me. But I'm calm cause I'm smoking that CBD set. I won't deny it, I'm a Southsider. You don't wanna mess with me. Got the police looking for me. But I'm chilling in the back of the VIP. Says she won't deny it, she's a Southsider. You don't wanna mess with her. Got the police looking for her. But there's nothing that they can't do. When you're chilling with the Blessed Life podcast crew, what's up, what's good? What's going on, y'all? This is the Comedy Christmas version of the Blessed Life University podcast. We hope you have some laughs with us right here around Christmas time. We're going to be talking about comedy, life in general, upcoming stuff. And here with me to talk about all that today is comedian Adriana Nana Rodriguez.
What's up, y'all? Hey, yo, what's up? It's Nana Rodriguez. Comedy Christmas, here we go. What's up, man? What's up?
And also with us is Captain Matt Thomassen of the United States Army and attorney at Thomassen and Tierney, attorneys at law. So, what is going on, Adriana? Great to have you on. What's going on with you?
Man, a lot. Everything's going on in my life, you know, just doing the thing, working, but most importantly, you know, being up with that comedy, you know, staying on performing, hitting the stages. If I'm not hitting the stages, I'm writing, doing mics, but things have been good, man, just staying busy.
Well, I wanted to tell you, I go out last night, like Matt was here with me. I didn't leave the office till like 8:30 or something. And Baby Case is like, hey, can you stop and get some Champurrado on the way home? So I'm like, yeah, sure, you know, no problem, right? So I'm like, let me call the one place, they didn't answer, they were about to close. So I'm like, let me try Latia down here over by Narragansett, 63rd. So I call in the order, whatever, go down there, get my stuff, we're chatting, Merry Christmas. I go out to my car, and I'm like, putting the shit in the car, put in the tacos. I go to grab the drinks, and like, as soon as I'm grabbing the friggin' drinks, I'm going to put them in the car, and they fly out of the cup holder.
Oh.
And they explode.
Oh, no.
All over my driver's seat.
Shut up.
There is steaming hot Champurrado. Like, the steam's coming out of it.
And it's cloth.
I was just going to ask that. It's another cloth. Oh, hell
so
no.
R.I.P. to the fabric.
Damn, bro.
Like,
that's crazy.
we need to take it to like an upholstery cleaner or something like that. Like, there's probably ways,
So
but
So you didn't get it out?
I had to start problem solving, right? So I go back in there and I'm like, hey, you know, one of the drinks like exploded. Like when I was putting it in, it flew out of the cup holder.
What?
And fucking, you know, it went on the seat and this and that. And I'm like, you know, can I get another one? I was like, I'll pay you, whatever. They're like, nah, it's on us, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, cool. So they give me another one. And I'm like, I'm going to see if I got like a towel in the trunk or whatever. And the dude in the back's like, nah, man, I got you. I'll throw you a couple towels. So he throws me a couple towels. He's like, just throw them in the garbage. Just like, those are used. We're getting rid of them anyway. I'm like, all right.
nice.
So I try to soak it up. I'm doing my best to soak it up. But I'm like David and Goliath right here. I'm facing something that's bigger than me. I can't get it done, right? So I'm like, let me see what I got in the trunk. So I open up the trunk and I'm like looking around for my weapon of choice. I'm looking for like a big ass towel because I normally carry one in there. If there's one in there, it's buried in there. But I found a yoga mat.
Oh, yoga mat.
A yoga mat. And I got lucky too. So I take out the yoga mat and it's like perfect. It's like the width of the seat. It's long enough to cover the ass part of the seat and go up and drape over the back. So it was actually more comfortable.
So you sat on the yoga mat?
I had to.
That's
it's still
ingenuity
in the car
right there.
now.
Wow. It's still there?
It's going to be there for a
and
while.
I had to explain it to the mechanic shop because I just had the car in the shop.
Oh, my
I
God.
caught a nail in the tire, and I told them, I was like...
And you caught a nail on the tire?
Well, I
can't catch a break this
the
week.
nail was already in the tire. The nail was already in the tire.
It's only, what, Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
The fates have conspired against you.
Yeah.
The automotive fates.
You know, isn't it like Mercury retrograde or something? I think it's a moon is a little weird
Must
this
be.
week. I don't know.
Something's going on, but I already
Something's
had that
going
nail
on.
because that was in there last week or whatever. But I had them. I get there to the shop and I'm like, you might be wondering why there's a yoga mat on my driver's seat. And let me explain. I was like, I had a drink that spilled all over that front seat last night, and I didn't have anything to cover it with, and I didn't have time to like shop vac out all the liquid or whatever.
Please tell me it's pink or purple.
No, it's gray. I don't.
That would have just made
I don't.
a beautiful
I do
picture.
is like the manly colors, you know? But it's.
Yeah.
But I told him, I was like, if that's why it's there, don't move it. Otherwise, you're gonna have wet ass for the rest of the day. You know what I mean?
Hell no.
Wet coffee ass.
So that was
Champurrado.
that was my last night and my today.
Well, I will say that sucks, but it is Mercury retrograde. I just
Is
did a
it?
fact
You
check
just
right
looked it
now.
up?
According
Nice.
to people.com.
What does that do? Like,
It
how
just
does it
fucks
affect you?
everything up. It's just like, like when full moon come out, the freaks come out and shit. Mercury retrograde, it's just like all shit, everything hits the fan, Your old hoes be hitting you up out of the blue, You get a nail in your car, your champurrado spills everywhere. You know what I'm saying? People be playing games around this time. So
People
you
go
just gotta,
feral, huh?
Yeah,
it's
gets
just
it-
like
yeah.
it's like the full moon.
they don't know
like
how to make up their
Campy
mind and
type.
shit,
Yeah.
They play games. So right now it's you got to play the game. Hang in there.
I'll tell you who wasn't playing right now when I was on my way home from the damn mechanic shop. The police.
No, they're out there.
saw 'em
They had
too.
a guy in cuffs right now.
No, they're out there this
on
week.
63rd.
Outside of his car. He was cuffed. They were tightening up the cuffs and shit. And it looked like this guy was like undercover. He was like he wasn't driving under the car, but he looked like a jump out boy, dude. He had like all his tactical shit. He had his fucking, he looked like street clothes
It's
and
a
shit.
narc.
And
Yeah, they're definitely
and
out
he had some dude in cuffs, and you don't see that a lot because the reason I say that is like in the suburbs, you'll get arrested no problem. But out here in the city, like murder is what they
Yeah.
respond to.
Yeah. You
gotta
so
do
you gotta
dirt.
be
Maybe,
fucking up.
and that's a
Yeah.
maybe, bro. They're like, I don't know. It's
Dude,
a little
it's
cold
like,
out.
How bad is the murder?
Right,
though? Was
right,
it like
right,
a
right.
soft murder,
Yeah,
or was it
yeah,
a really
right.
grisly?
Like, I mean, I want to finish my champurrado because I don't want to go that fast and spill it on me,
Well, I've heard that the response time, like sometimes when people are shot, is like 20 minutes, half hour,
Yeah,
hour.
they drag. I mean, no offense,
a lot
but
can
they
happen
drag.
in 20 minutes.
Yeah, hell yeah.
A firefight's long over at that point.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
what
there's a lot going on with all that. A lot of the police force in Chicago, they got old, so a lot of them retired off, and they're not recruiting like anybody right now. I heard
They're
that there was less
short-staffed.
than 100 people that sat to take the test. There was normally back in the day when we were like kids,
Yeah.
it would be like 5,000, and they put you on a waiting list for years.
Damn, bro.
There'd
Not
be
anymore.
motherfuckers getting old,
You
waiting
know
to
what?
get
They're
on
on
the
a
police
waiting
force.
list. They're on a waiting list to work in the weed industry. Like, I want to go sell weed. Everybody wants to be in the weed industry.
Is it really popular right now?
Yeah, it's popular. Hell yeah. Look at me, bro. Look at me. I'm high as hell. I'm feeling good. Yeah, it's popular. It's different. I like it because, it sends a good message. You don't have to drink to kick it. I think it's safer too. And you're seeing
Probably
a
better
shift.
for you.
Yeah, and you're seeing a shift. And it also brings on the conversation of like mushrooms, right? Like all that stuff, which I believe in. I think it's holistic. So
Do they sell mushrooms?
hell, no. Mm-mm. I think they're thinking about it. Like the state is like, there's talks of getting it
Did they might
lobbied,
legalize it?
but they have to put a vote to it. But I don't think it's happening anytime soon. But like, you know how it is. The West Coast gets to get crazy, and they see how they do it, and then Illinois figures out, all right, how do we make money off this?
Well, people are getting them because I don't know if they're
Oh,
bringing
yeah,
them in from
people are
Vegas
getting 'em.
or if they're getting
Nah,
them
you
from
could
Indiana
get them
or Michigan.
motherfuckers. Shit.
Yeah, I've seen them around.
Because they're getting them like the legit ones that are like from a place that's like legit. It's not somebody's like garage where they're packaging them and shit.
It's
They-
like
And I'm not
professionally
picky. I'm not
packaged.
picky.
Yeah. It's got like, yeah,
it could
it
be
looks
from
like-
the farm. I'm eating them bitches. I don't care. I'll eat them.
I don't know if something's in like a crumpled up like plastic saran wrap.
I
though,
like
I
referrals
don't
when it
know.
comes to my mushrooms. You know
don't
how you
know.
guys are lawyers and you like referrals? I like my mushrooms referred to me, what
From
I'm
a
saying?
reputable
From
source.
a reputable
Yes,
source. Because
yes.
I can't get a referral from a crackhead. That don't work. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's got to be a
got these
reputable,
mushrooms.
like, somebody that's got their shit together but dabbles in it. I'm like,
It's-
all right, I trust you. You're a stockbroker. Got it. Cool.
It's just
You're-
shiitake mushrooms laced with fentanyl.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
they're like, it's the shit, man.
Yeah. Now that's fucked up. I mean, and that's very possible.
You know?
It's very
they
possible.
give people like you can get these at like I don't know if it's police stations or fire departments or where you get them, the hospitals maybe. They give you a test, like a strip that you can put into the like a sample of your drugs to see if it has fentanyl in there.
What?
Might not
Because
be a
so many
bad
people
idea.
are overdosing.
Yeah,
So
I
they're
heard
giving
it's
out strips
crazy.
that
I
if
heard
you
it.
dip
I
it
mean,
in there, it'll test positive and it'll tell you so you don't get fucking snort a line of fentanyl. You know?
man,
China's
that-
trying to kill us all. It's a fact.
Oh man, that's nuts, man. Yeah, that's sad. That like, I mean, it's like every generation has that drug that takes over, and right now it's fentanyl, and it's fucked up. Like like I know people, don't always buy their weed or from the dispensaries, but you're hearing stories about people, even weed is getting laced with that stuff.
Yeah.
So like, that's why I say like, whatever you do, I don't judge people. As long as you got your shit together in whatever form that is, do you, right? I'm not somebody to judge you, but like be careful. You know, like if you're gonna do something, know what you're doing and trust who you're doing it with. That's all I gotta say about that.
Well,
But
it's
yeah.
hard because a lot of people get deceived, and
Yeah.
you know how bad the fentanyl is. So my friend is a nurse, and she's like in one of the floors of the hospital.
Well, I'd hope she'd be in a hospital floor, you know.
They cardiac unit.
They make them take off their clothes at the end of their shift
What?
to send to the wash right away, because if you wear them too long, you can absorb the fentanyl into your skin.
Damn.
So
It's
they
so
have people that
toxic.
overdose
That's
from that.
crazy.
Police officers who are like carrying it, like who's confiscated it and shit, they'll overdose on it.
Yeah, just
sometimes.
searching a car. I had a buddy of mine
Good
from my
jobs.
old unit who was he was a police officer up in the Milwaukee area, and he was searching a car, and just in the back seat they had an empty bag of what it had fentanyl laced drugs in it. And as he was just going through the car, like just picking up the bag, just being like in the rear seat of the car, just inhaling the vapor from the fentanyl. And it wasn't even like the drugs are gone. This was just fentanyl residue left from it. It was just a plastic bag, and he had to go to the ER because he basically like passed out on the fucking roadside from inhaling the fentanyl
So
vapor.
somebody found him out there, or he had a partner with him.
He had a partner with him, but like they had to go to the hospital because he was in a bad way after just being in the vehicle compartment.
Yeah, with the particles in the air.
Yeah.
Did they have to give him like Narcan? Or
I'm not sure. This was a few years back, so I don't recall the specifics. But yeah, it was just opening a bag that had fentanyl in it. Just the residue from it was noxious enough to put you on your ass into the hospital. Yeah,
Damn,
it's crazy.
man. That's fucked up. That's what it is. It's not crazy.
Get
That's
your
fucked
test strips,
up.
everybody.
It's fucked
Yeah.
up that somebody created that shit, you know?
It is.
Yeah, it's just an opiate, right? But it's
Yeah.
Synthetic
really ultra,
opioid.
But
it's a
that,
synthetic
yeah,
opioid,
like
right?
they use it for like, you know.
It's so efficient that it just takes microscopic amounts of it to be effective, to be a pain. I think when properly used, it's just more cost effective, easier to produce than traditional opioids. But then the CCP sees this and this is tremendous. We can flood the American market with this and kind of rot America from the inside, just funnel it through the cartel, and without firing a shot, they can kill tens and thousands, hundreds of thousands of us, probably
over 100,000
years.
people die a year of fentanyl
Damn.
overdoses in the
Yeah,
last
so
years.
it's a great way for the CCP to undermine us and just kill Americans indirectly.
Well,
So it really goes to their
Well,
objective.
the crazy thing is when he says synthetic, that means it's like genetically modified, like fucking
Oh, yeah.
to
it's
be on
made in a lab.
steroids.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they were fully synthesizing and processing it themselves and giving it to the cartel, and they would just run with it to put it
Now
into
they're just
drugs.
giving them the
Now they're just
ingredients.
giving the ingredients, and
And
they're
cartel is making
actually sending over CCP operative trained personnel and to train the cartel how to produce fentanyl, basically. So they're totally, their hands are deep in it. Like they got blood on their hands. So.
You know what I heard too? I was reading up on that. They color code the pills that have the fentanyl in there and the ones they don't, so the fucking dealers and shit know like if it has fentanyl or not, because they'll color it on purpose with like their food colorings that they put in those pills and shit.
Yeah.
So you can tell like which ones are which, but you got to know,
Yeah.
what the color is that has it and what doesn't, because
Yeah.
a lot of the colors doing will only be like one or two that don't.
What if you're colorblind?
You got a problem.
Deep shit. You better have a buddy
You
with
better have
you.
a friend with 20/20 vision.
Like, yo, your vision good? Because you can't fuck this up.
Yeah.
Teach you,
that's
bro.
crazy.
You gotta get
That's
the
crazy.
you gotta get the test strips.
Man, yeah, I mean, hey, there's always been a war on drugs, and there always will be. That's just how it's gonna be. They ain't no fixing it, and that's what it is. Money makes the world go round, and everybody's getting some of it.
Well, speaking of which, the taxes are high as hell on that friggin' stuff, right? For this pen, it was over $100.
Yeah.
And the taxes were like 30, 40,
Yeah.
50 bucks.
Welcome to Illinois. Welcome to Illinois.
Yeah, it's like-
Illinois is the highest state. Is the highest taxes in the weed game for sure. But that's made up by the state. That's not made up on the dispensaries. Trust me.
Yeah, and it's like it hasn't. The idea behind legalization was that drugs would be safer for the public to
Right.
consume, oversight, quality control,
Right.
things of that
Yeah.
nature. And then Illinois is just like, oh, let's just bilk this shit for all it's
Yeah,
worth,
yeah.
and it doesn't do really. I mean,
You're
maybe
still
it
you're
doesn't
still
do anything in the
moving
underground
peop-
market.
No,
like,
you're still because you're still losing people to that market.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's getting there. I mean, what's happening is that people are having to drop their prices, but the state still makes that big tax. But like, it's like, well, where's, what are they doing with that money? Like, I don't know.
Well, the problem
Squandering it.
is, and what Matt I think was kind of alluding to a little bit, they make hundreds of millions of dollars each year in tax revenue off the marijuana sales, and it is not a drop in the bucket for what they need to fix the state's problems. So apparently, they promised $150 billion to retiring state workers that they don't have because they didn't put the money in the account over the years the way they're supposed to. If they just put the bare minimum in there, it would be solvent. Another thing is they owe another $50 billion for health care for Blue Cross Blue Shield for retiring state workers.
Oh, shit.
So between those two things, they owe about $200 billion a state.
Damn.
So those
You know your numbers,
So
man.
broke.
those
Look at
hundreds
that.
of millions of dollars
So
that
broke.
they're getting off the marijuana
Yeah.
tax, it's not even doing a dent in what they need. But that's why they're taxing that shit so high.
Damn.
And now everywhere you go, there's like gambling machines on every corner.
Yes, there
every
is,
corner.
bro. Even
in the gas
In
station.
the gas station.
Yep.
That's what trips me out. I'll be like, what is this, little Vegas? Like, what's happening? And it's like, even in breakfast joints,
Yes.
like, even in,
You could have your scrambled eggs and
yeah.
fucking gamble your life savings.
Oh my God, it's wild, bro. It's out of control. It's out of control.
Kind
I would
of.
have to say, like, it's too much. I'm like, come on.
Well, first of all, it's so saturated that I don't know if each individual place gets a lot of business.
No,
Like,
they tax on those. You gotta pay a fee every time. You gotta pay. So, you don't own those. You're renting those from the state.
What's crazy-
You don't own those.
Interesting.
I think, there's a whole thing they rent out space and then
Yeah.
like the
And you
like
gotta
the
pay
breakfast
the
spot,
associ-
you have to pay them just to have your machine in there. Which, thinking about it, like if you're planning ahead, if you bought up all this commercial real estate and shit and you had restaurants, like who would have known that you're going to get all this gambling revenue from putting gambling machines in your establishment? But in any event, you'll go into like the breakfast restaurant or you go into the gas station. These motherfuckers are singing zippity doo dah on the way in there. They're so happy when they get to that gambling
Yeah.
machine. And then when it's over, it's like the walk of shame. Like they walk out,
I
they don't want
just
to look at
lost
anybody and shit.
$300.
They have them in the liquor store over
Yeah, I was
here on
gonna say,
63rd.
the liquor
They have
store,
they have
yeah.
a freaking room you can go in and it's just
Yeah.
slot machines. So like before you make bad decisions with the
Yeah.
booze, you're already getting fucking wasting your money
Yeah.
on the gambling
This
machine.
vice. It's
They-
just so much vice in the city. It's
They're
crazy.
just missing
Yeah.
the strippers, and then they're onto something. That's it, because it does look. If you notice, I know what you're talking about. If you notice where they're at, the lights get lower. It's like a little bit. It looks a little nightclubby. I know the gas stations.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's popping over there? Like, oh, they're here all night. I'm like, yeah, I know. It's always somebody in there. There's always somebody.
What
in
could
there.
possibly be more depressing and embarrassing than going to gamble at a slot machine at a gas station?
Hey, some of
how
those people
far have you
win.
fallen?
No disrespect to anybody out there because there's a lot of people who do that.
No.
How
hey,
far have
hey.
you fucking fallen in life that you're
I-
gambling at a gas station?
I'm just saying.
Christ. Help these people, Lord.
Yeah, they need to go to church.
Pray
That's
for
what my
them.
dad would say. They need to go to church.
They need Jesus.
If they, the world would have been saved if they spent as much money donating to the church basket as they do the frigging machines, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they were giving all that money to the Lord,
Oh, man.
Jesus would be back by now. He's
See?
like, he's like, I didn't know you guys had money like that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
let's get this
yeah.
church back
Yeah.
going. You know,
He's
let's
like,
freaking do this shit.
I'll make
Second
you some
coming,
of that
baby.
special wine again that I made appear.
Oh, he is the
Abracadabra.
best, man.
Yeah.
I would imagine, like, you can look at all the bottles back there, right? You look at all the different brand names. If you had the Jesus brand,
It's done. It's a done deal.
I mean, that shit probably
Everybody wants
cures
it.
all your diseases.
Yeah.
Like, you're probably sipping the waters of Lake Minnetonka.
And you feel like you're
just
on
so-
mushrooms, you know what I'm saying?
Just-
Like, yeah, the Jesus effect.
Well, just like, it's probably a cure for all ills,
Yeah.
and you friggin' everything's all right with the world when everybody comes together and drinks that Jesus wine.
I'm telling you, I'm not religious. I grew up Catholic, but I'm very like spiritual, right? Like I love astrology. I want to know what time you were born at. I want to know all that gay shit, right? Because I'm that gay, right? But
So, for the record, Adriana is.
yes, I'm gay as hell.
All right.
Yeah. I
So
like
we're not
women.
just throwing that word out here.
Yeah, yeah,
Nobody's
I like
trying to offend
women,
anybody.
you
We're,
know.
like,
I
we're
like the
hanging out with a
ladies.
gay person who,
Yep.
you know what I mean? We're not
Yep.
saying that word just to say it. It just happens
Shout
to be an
out
accurate
to the
fact.
hoes. Where the hoes at? I love them.
Bring them out. Bring them out.
Bring them out. Bring them out. But no, I'm not, because you know what? Being gay and Catholic, it was hard, right? Like, it wasn't very acceptable. Well, how I grew up in a very straight
Well, we grew up together.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
Who'd you know that was gay? Nobody. And when we grew up.
I had my suspicions
yeah,
about
you're
a couple people.
suspicious.
You
but,
start to look
know,
back
But-
and you think,
but-
oh, yeah, that
But
one
nobody
was-
came out during grade
Right,
school because
no.
first of all, that wasn't a thing back then. Like, to say that to everybody in 8th grade.
Man, being gay back then was like bad.
Well, you
were
were
gonna
worried
get
about getting
stoned
made fun
to death.
of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
you
like
know?
Get
you're like,
beat up or
I mean,
get-
back then being gay was ugly. Like I didn't know any fine gay people back then. I was like, who's gay and that looks good? None of them were. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like all of them were like, it was like that fucking gay exercise guy. What was his name?
Richard Simmons.
Simmons.
Yeah, he's not too fine. I was like, that's what my future looks like. Like this fucked up. You know?
I bet that dudes love that motherfucker.
Yeah,
dude.
of course.
He was, dude, he was a go-getter, bro. He had all that energy, and he wasn't that bad looking. Don't hate on him. He just went bald early. You know what I mean? He suffered
crazy
the
man.
bad fate as many men
Yeah.
do, you know?
Yeah, I
And man,
know.
he was
Hey,
the shit back
I
in the
will
80s.
say though, the Team Rainbow had Freddie Mercury from
Oh,
way back
yeah,
in the day.
you
so
know what? Yeah,
Freddie
yeah.
Mercury on your team, like that's a plus up.
That
for
is
sure.
that is true. You did have Freddie Mercury, who was fine as hell, But yeah, but
That guy could sing like
yeah,
crazy.
hell
man.
yeah, hell you can.
He could
but,
sing
Legend.
like crazy, dude.
But you know, like it wasn't acceptable back then. So it was. That's why I didn't. You know, I didn't really like being Catholic because I'm like, it's too judgy. You know, it was against it. Now they opened up because they're like, damn, we can't be like this no more. We're losing members. You know, so like we love everybody. Like you know,
You know
what I'm saying?
damn well the Catholic Church
Yeah.
has a diversity,
They're like,
equity,
"We're
and
losing money,
inclusion
motherfucker."
policy now.
The schools are closing. Let the gays come in. Let them come in. That's
It's like,
exactly
we're
what
fine.
happened.
We're actually fine.
Yeah,
We've
well-
reinterpreted the scriptures, and you know, kind of in between the lines, sort of like a substantive due process reading. We have now determined that
Yeah.
you know it's okay, despite
right.
explicitly saying otherwise.
Because
in
most of
scripture.
the priests are gay too, so it's cool, you know, like.
Yeah, they've kind of waived. They've waived the right or the argument to claim, you know, that they're anti-gay, seeing
Yeah.
as how gay Catholic priests have been.
Oh yeah,
historically. So,
It was like
it's-
down low came from the Catholics.
Yeah.
Well,
Came from
when
the
we were
Catholics.
younger, yeah, we didn't know anybody. Like
I didn't know
I didn't
anybody.
know anybody who came out until
I mean,
they were in
shit.
high school. Like
I
at
was
the end
gay
of
and
high
I didn't
school.
even know it. How do you think I felt? I was so in the closet. I was like, I'm not gay. I'm not gay. And then I came out at like I came out late too.
But when
bro.
did you know?
Probably
Or have your suspicions?
I mean, I knew when I saw Mariah Carey in like fantasy video, I was like, damn, she is fine as hell. Like I felt like I got a boner, and I don't even know what a boner felt like. but
Everybody did. Don't worry about
got a
it.
I
lady
was
boner.
like, damn, like I felt fuzzy as fuck. And yep, and I was like, this is not normal.
How old were you?
When did fantasy come out? I don't know. Who's the
Matt, he's our resident lookup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Matt's
I
got
don't
the
know.
hookup. When did Mariah Carey's Fantasy come out?
let me see.
Yeah, I'm 38 now, so it might like 1997 probably, right?
Let's see.
I thought-
96.
Yeah, you're probably right.
is 1995.
Oh,
Yeah, 95. That was a good year.
this
I don't remember anything about that year, but yeah, when you're young and you're in grade school eating pizza every Friday night and shit like that. Times were good.
The 90s were good times.
So you knew from watching Mariah Carey's video in 1995.
So
Wow.
I was 10 years old, bro. 10 years old.
Years old.
Yep.
It's crazy because they say that like 10% of the population is gay, right?
Uh-huh.
If you look at our graduating class of like 30 kids,
Oh my gosh, shut
about
up.
exactly 10% end
Yeah,
up being
oh
gay.
man, yeah, we had a lot of gays. And then it's funny because when you say that,
It's exactly. I did the math. You got to move the decimal point one. It's like we had 3 or 4 people,
Oh,
so that was
shit.
roughly 10% of the population. It matched exactly the statistic
oh
in our grade
shit,
school
that's
class.
hilarious,
That's
man.
wild.
That's
And that means that
wild.
there was probably gay people in other classes we didn't even know.
No,
like we
yeah.
didn't know in our own class.
No.
You definitely didn't know with the younger
Yeah.
kids. Them little 7th graders and shit you didn't
Yeah.
talk to, or 6th graders.
Yep.
I talked to a lot of them because you know.
Damn, that blew me. That
You
blew
like
me
to get to
away,
know
man.
motherfuckers and
Yeah,
find your
that's
friends
a
and all
crazy
this.
stat, and it's real. That's even.
Yeah, roughly. It's an approximate.
Yeah.
About 10% of the population was exactly that with our
Wow.
graduating class. Yeah.
Damn.
Because I'm not gonna name. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not gonna say any names on it. But there was people came out as gay. And there's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that.
Yeah, it took me a long time though. I wasn't
Like on Seinfeld. Not that there's anything wrong. Remember that? He's like,
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
he's gay. Not that there's anything wrong
Yeah,
with that.
right.
They were getting ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Seinfeld was like
Yeah.
predicting the future. Larry David, he's already like, yo, this
He's
shit's
a
gonna get woke.
genius,
There's
man.
gonna
But I'm
be
gonna
a
let
gay
you know
takeover,
that I
yeah.
don't care even right now. I don't care anyway, whatever. But good
Yeah.
good on Larry David for
Yeah.
not that there's anything wrong with that.
Love
Yeah.
Larry David.
They weren't trying to
Yeah.
like make anybody feel bad or
No.
whatever. They were just wanted to talk about it, but without being mean. And that's why they
Right.
would always say that after everything they said.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
Oh wow, yeah, no, it was tough though. Like I hated because I'm like, oh no, I'm gay. Like I didn't even know what gay was. I was like, I don't know why this is happening. And then I'm like, maybe because I have all brothers and all I know is man ways. So maybe that's why. Maybe I just
You were the only woman in the house.
Yeah, I'm the only woman in the house. Yeah, I mean, I grew up with my dad,
And your
obviously
brothers?
my 4 older brothers. I had 2 uncles in the house, and my grandma, and my cousin.
Ah,
who's
I
a girl.
forgot about your grandma. She was
Yeah.
a nice woman.
Yeah.
Your grandma was the sweetest lady,
Yeah.
just super gentle,
Yeah.
very calm,
Yeah.
laid back. I remember me and you used to be in the kitchen with the friggin' burners turned on the stove, heating up the tortillas, flipping them and shit.
Yeah.
You were the first one I ever seen. You guys, your family doing them. You used to put butter on them and shit when you eat the
Yes,
tortillas with
hell
butter on
yeah,
there. They were
hell
fire
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Sounds good.
Did a couple of corn
Homemade.
tortillas with some butter on there, melted
Yeah,
butter.
yeah.
I'm like, I had
And
never had this.
flour.
They were like the first ones to introduce me to the Mexican ways, bro.
Yeah, man. We
Nice.
don't need a stove top. We just had the flames going.
That's what it was.
Yeah, it was
you
a
didn't have a
flame.
pan. It was
Yeah.
just the griddle and the freaking flame.
I love it like that. It needs
Yeah.
a little crisp, but yeah, I mean, but yeah, man, yeah, I hit it till like I was in college. That's when I was like, something's not right. I gotta act on my emotions.
You didn't want to miss out on all the opportunities,
No,
I'm
hell
sure,
no,
because
hell
everybody
no.
else is figuring it out.
Yeah,
Then too. You
you
gay?
know,
Oh,
yeah.
you know.
Just-
Oh my gosh, it's a buffet line. And
Yeah.
Where'd you go to college?
I went to a few places. I went to SIU down in Carbondale.
You went way down Carbondale, Illinois. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Southern
like,
Illinois.
yeah, I was like, maybe I can outrun the
Salukis.
gayness, you know. But,
Outrun it.
I'm gonna outrun it.
You'll
It's-
never
Rocky
catch me
and shit.
gay.
Did it?
I'm not gay. It's not possible.
The rainbow beams will miss me.
Yeah. No, it didn't. And then I went to Moraine, and I went to Morton. Yeah, I was all over the place. And then I finally graduated from Columbia College downtown. So, yeah, it was fun.
What was it about college that you felt comfortable coming out, or you were so comfortable with it at that time, at that age, that you were just?
I think it was just realizing like, okay, I can keep living this lie and not be happy or try to be happy.
Yeah.
And like what and I realized that I was like, just like, man, I'm not happy. Why am I not happy? And I'm like, well, maybe because I'm not who I am, and maybe I should figure out who I am. So, college, I think, is like when you kind of figure out who you are. And not so much college, but I feel like that age, that early 20s is, you should be figuring out who you are, or at least experiencing as much as you can. Like,
At least know what you like.
I'm not saying don't be a hoe. Do you, but like experience life. Like, don't hold back.
Yeah.
Because when you get to 30, I feel like that's when you start thinking like, I think I gotta hold on who I am. Now, I'm not saying you gotta have life figured out, but I think you start have a sense of from your experience. Hopefully you've learned from it, and you've learned who you are and what you do and don't like and what you will tolerate, right? Like, I think in our 20s, for me, I just tolerated everything because I thought that's what you do, right? Like, I'm just trying to have fun, and I want everybody to have fun around me, but like, at what cost am I doing that? At my own happiness, right? I'm too busy making everybody happy but myself. And so, like, I realized I just got to do me, and whatever me is, and whoever's cool with that is going to be cool with that. And that's what happened. I was like, I'm going to just do me and see what happens. And I'm like, this is great. I'm gay. But now I got to tell my Catholic-ass family, And I did it drunk as hell.
You probably gotta let grandma never hear that. You know what I mean? I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Well, with
You just
enough
shock her?
brothers,
She's like, what?
it's one thing if you're the only
Luke Hand?
child.
Yeah.
But with enough brothers, you're like, oh, we're gonna get grandkids out of something. So it's gonna be like, it's all right. We got one that's the rainbow team, but the rest probably, are straight. So
But they were all
still
accepting, right?
I mean, I had one brother that was a little upset, and then my dad was just like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sure." I'm sure. I'm like, "Are you sure you're straight, Pa?" And he was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay, that's how I feel. Okay, just how you screamed it. That's how I feel. Like, yes, okay, I can't help it. All right, I learned from you, motherfucker. Like, what do you want? But
Yeah.
no, I mean, my it's funny because like my mom's side of the family were like, oh, we knew, we were just waiting. And I'm like, well, why didn't you tell me? Like, I hate
We
that.
could have been, we didn't have to do this for this
y'all
long.
could have like,
do you know how long I struggled with confusion? Why didn't you just tell me?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I wouldn't have got offended. Like, I would have been like, hey, you gay? I'm like, yeah, how'd you know? Like, oh, well, like, come on, help me out here. Like, don't be an asshole. Let me know what's up,
They should have dropped some subtle hints.
Yeah, they
You know what I
should
mean?
have.
Asked a few questions that
Yeah.
might reveal the answer. And
Like, hey, see that over there? She's pretty good looking, isn't she?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
What do you mean? No, it's okay. You can tell.
Yeah.
Well, that was more direct than I was thinking. I was thinking about like, do you like this color in this room or something?
Do you like
this
do you like
motherfucker's like
flannel
hey,
shirts?
Look
Like,
at the
you know.
TNA on this one.
Oh
You
my
like
God!
that? Huh?
Shut
You like that?
up.
But no,
You're
all you gotta be. Do you like? Be like, here's this nice new flannel shirt. Hey.
Hey, I was wearing a flannel shirt earlier, to be honest.
Look at that. Do you
that's
like that?
funny.
If she's like, ooh, flannel's gross. You're like, okay, she's flannel.
Dude,
flannel.
flannels might have been the litmus test back in the
It
day.
is.
Yeah, you know what?
100%
That might
litmus
have been-
test.
Because before, like, they were like, I feel like in the last 5 years, there was like that red and black checker one got really popular,
Yeah.
and then I'd see like a blue one and shit. Before they were popular just to wear them because they look good with some
Yeah.
jeans or some shit. That was like, you could probably like do what Matt was saying, little litmus test, be like,
Oh, and
like,
Carhartt.
Yo, you want to rock this? You wanna rock this?
Definitely Carharrt
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Carhartt hoodies.
Carhartt, bro, you are talking about a
Beanie
big
caps.
chick, bro. Like the ones who will whoop your
Nope.
ass and knows how to ride a motorcycle or some
Nope.
shit.
Lipstick
or fucking knows how
lesbians,
to-
my friend.
Knows how to ride like a 4-wheeler ATV. Those are the ones.
mean-
I
Dude.
swear to God, I was in Wisconsin one time, and I mean this with all due respect. A big pack of lesbians came in. They were all riding 4-wheelers, and they were drinking beer and shit. I'm like, dude, they would beat most of the guys' asses in
Yeah.
here. Could you imagine getting jumped by a gang of lesbians, bro? Just like whoop your ass.
It would be a
I'm
tough one to
running.
live down.
And you're trying to fight and shit.
know what?
Everybody's like, oh my God, he just hit
I'm
that
running.
chick full
I'm not
blast in the
fighting
face.
shit. I'm smart. I'll run like hell. They won't keep up.
I
trust me.
That's
think
true.
you
They
were
probably
right,
are
'cause these
lacking
chicks
in
were too
cardio.
big.
Yeah.
These chicks were
see,
too big,
I'm
but-
different. I don't lack in cardio. I know my strengths and weaknesses. If there's
She
four
got
of
the
them,
iron
I'm
lung. Yeah.
run. And I got the iron lung. You seen earlier. I can smoke
You
a
got
chimney.
lungs like the Titanic, girl. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's great.
You know what I mean? Like, damn, that's some ironclad stuff right there. You got the straight dabs and all that. It's
The
got to be
straight
harsh.
dabs,
She
yeah.
asked me if I wanted some, like, I'm not trying to ride that pony tonight. I've never tried that shit
Yeah,
before.
come on.
I've never tried that before.
If you're gonna,
The regular stuff works. Well, you follow?
But yeah, I didn't understand the it's so funny. Like I had so it's interesting. Like I have a lot of friends of mine who are lesbians from the army because
Yeah.
army and a lot of the females in there are like either bi.
I feel like
or-
you're over generalizing, man.
Dude, it's
I'm kidding,
100%.
go ahead.
Yeah, it's 100% true. Military probably in general.
Yes.
yeah, you know
and
what? There are a lot of lesbians in the military.
It's so true.
I even
But-
thought about it once, and I was like, "There's too many rules. I can't do it."
But here's the thing. So like what I've noticed from my friends is like I feel like in terms of the people that I know, it's kind of like there's definitely a figuring it out phase, but that pretty much everyone, it's like a figuring out phase, like, like they date their high school boyfriends or whatever, and they're just like kind of, and then they can maybe
Like,
have
try
like
it,
He's
right?
some
so
boyfriend
far,
in
he's
their 20s.
on point. He's
and
not
then-
lying. You
and
definitely went to the military with them.
Yeah.
Telling a true story.
Yeah, it's there's like a figuring out process, and like I've had friends that were like engaged to men like in their 30s,
nah,
and then she just then be like, actually, you know what, I like women more, and now I'm married to like a woman, right? Like the so here's what I think. I think that like in terms of, this is just my theory in terms of my own life experience and the things that I think in terms of like women, there's like a higher rate of them being like bisexual than like dudes. And then there's like, so it's like a mix of like,
Yeah,
and then
you know
eventually at
what?
the end of the day, they
That's-
pick one.
that's about true.
You know, you got to kind of decide. And then like, actually I'm more gay than I like women more than I do like guys, even though I kind of sort of can go either way. But like, and then most of them like, they'll either decide on, pick one or the other at the end of the day. By the time they, get into their 30s and think about like marrying or whatever, you just got to kind of like pick one. So it's
You
like a
gotta
figuring
pick
out.
Sounds like
one.
a relationship
I
counselor.
know.
Yeah.
I'm like, man,
This is
you're
just what
getting
I've noticed
deep.
from the people I know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, you
You've
gotta
tried
pick
both.
one.
Do you like
Well,
vanilla? Do you like chocolate? What do you
Yeah.
like? Which one is your preference?
I like Neapolitan.
There you go. It's the best of all worlds.
Yes, but women-wise, not men. No men. Fuck that.
Yeah, that's good. Because I think a lot of gals, like I know my one particular friend really struggled, she was engaged to a man for some years, and she like really struggled with the fact that it's just like, I think I like women more, and eventually like that was what grenaded. Like they were like engaged for 2 years or whatever, and she broke it off, ran away into the sunset with a woman down south, and that was
Wow.
it. Yeah,
Happily
that
ever
would be one of
after.
those things.
Go,
It's good.
ladies.
It's better.
Yeah. Get you a lesbian this Christmas.
But
You
it's
feeling
better
lonely?
to be sure, right? You know what I mean? To like
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
kind of like deadpan serious. Like there's no question about it. I think that's like a much cleaner path.
But if I'm that guy, I want the memo a lot earlier. Like, could you have told me
That
5
poor
years ago we
bastard.
didn't have to do all this?
Oh yeah, it was.
Did they have kids?
No.
No, that works out.
That's all
And
right.
but that was another
At least
thing
nobody
for
got no little youngins got hurt. In the
no,
process.
thankfully. But that was another thing because her mother was just because she was an only child. Her mother was pressuring her to have kids, so a lot of it
that's
was
probably
just
her mother
pressure from her
pressuring,
mother.
yeah, so-
and
It's funny
yeah,
that's
So she probably couldn't tell him because of that. Because that, that's real. Like, a mother, I feel like most mothers want their kids to have a family, right?
For sure.
Most moms. And that being the only child and it's a girl, yeah, you're not going to be happy about it. You're going to be like, what the fuck are you doing, So.
yeah.
but
So it's a whole other point of friction.
another attorney friend of ours, shout out to Uncle Vince, was saying like, you got to let your kids be who they are, And I'm of that philosophy myself. Like, I don't want to add extra pressure on them or extra stress or anxiety or bad feelings because of something they like or whatever. I think if for those kids out there that have like a bedrock of support for whoever they are and whatever they want to do, I feel like those ones are the ones that feel like I'll make it in the world the most, because they know that back home they got a parent that loves them, right? Who supports them for whatever they are. So, but I get both sides of the story. There's one side of the story is, we talk going to have kids. Like, we want to be able to finally like help your kids instead of like when I was younger, we didn't get to do the same things together. Like I got family right now and they're like doing more than they ever have with the grandkids. You know what I mean? Just because they were busy working when they were younger, when they were trying to raise their kids, put food on the table and all that. So they didn't get to give them shower them with the same love and affection. Now that they got grandkids, that's some of those people out there, the ones that you're talking about, they're just like, they need it. And I had my friend Louis Tayawa on the podcast a while back, and he was saying, I don't know if this is a saying in Spanish, but he said a lot of grandparents, when like in the Mexican community, when they get grandkids, like, I will get another 10 years now. I'm going to have another 10 years of life to be there for the child. Like, almost like it gives them extra time because they stay more active with the grandkids and they want to like show them new things and they have more of a purpose now and they make food for them and it's just like rejuvenates them.
Well, I think really is there's a Netflix show I saw and it was talking about like the different diseases or like getting older in other countries and like how the United States has like the most retirement homes, like and how like somewhere in Italy doesn't have any because they pass on the tradition for the family. But in Asia, they say that the old people, what they do, they volunteer to do work. Like over there, it's like a thing out there. Like when you retire, it's like, okay, volunteer work time because they see a purpose.
They stay
that's
more
what you
active,
said.
I do.
And that's why they have a purpose in life. And they did studies over there because they're always doing studies that like they noticed the older people do better and they're healthy and they live longer because they have a purpose in life, right?
Yeah.
When you retire, you're like, what's next? Death. Usually that's how it goes.
That's what the study shows.
And that's what happens when how many times you hear
that's
about
what the study
so-and-so
shows.
retired and then so-and-so died within how many years?
Well,
They
you
stopped
know?
working.
And they stop moving. They
yeah.
stop doing things like that.
You got to keep
So-
that blood flowing.
yeah,
and-
like my dad just retired this year in August. He's 75, and he's an active guy. Like but he's old. He's getting old, and
It's funny, right? It happened quick.
Yeah,
for
and
both our
yeah,
parents.
and I stay with my dad. And it's me and him. It's just me and him most of the time, and I'm very on his ass though. Like I'm like a
To keep him
military.
moving?
Oh hell yeah! I got him crossword puzzles. I'm like, yo, you better do this one. I'm like, I want 2 sheets a day. You know?
Now you're making him do
Oh,
homework.
Oh
my
man,
gosh.
I'm like a parent. Like that's why I wouldn't want to be a parent. I'd be like, I'm on his ass. Like I'll be like, let's go to the gym. We do three times a week because my sister-in-law's like, you're gonna make him
Nice.
die. You can't push him
that's
like a
good
client.
for him.
But like I make it. Like today we woke up at 6:30, got to the gym by 7. I had him on the treadmill doing like a mile and a half, and then
Good.
tomorrow's arms like.
What, he's just
He
walking?
boxes.
He's
No,
not
I
running
get
it.
him boxing.
No,
Yeah,
but running
I got video.
on the treadmill?
I make him do a speed walk, and then he slows down because I'm like, come on, get your ass out. I'm like, you good to drink, but you ain't good to work out. Like that's a
Nice.
BS, No, I'm on
That's
his butt.
good.
Yeah.
That's legit.
He's gonna live forever, probably.
Yeah, I mean,
Hope he
I
does.
just my thing is like I don't drink, which is fine. I don't frown upon it. Do you? But like I just want to live a healthy life, and I want to be happy. And I work out a lot because it makes me feel better. I'm not doing it just to look good, but like honestly, I got into working out because I was sad, because I was depressed, and it makes me feel good. Like waking up, working out. I feel like I accomplished the most important thing was my self-care, the time for myself. Like I'm working out for me. And I want him to see why I do that. And he got into it. And he's like, man, you know what? You're right. And I'm like, hey, you're getting older. You got to move your body. You know, when you get older, you lose your muscle mass, you know? Do. If you fall, it's over, you know? Like, you could die from a fall. When you look at an older
person.
Yeah.
And especially if you knew what they were like when you're younger. And you see
that
their muscles have just atrophied and just flabby skin hanging down now. You're like,
it's hard to watch, especially if
they can't lift
Yeah.
shit like anymore. And it's like, what a weird cycle life is. You going from being helpless back to being helpless at the end. It's wild, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hard.
If you live
it's hard to watch, but like that's one thing I think that why my grandparents on my mother's side lived so long. Like my grandpa was 96.
Wow.
My grandma's gonna be, I think she's like 94 now.
Yeah.
But they stayed active basically. Like my grandma, she was just nonstop gardening, like a fiend. She's like hyperactive. She's always doing something, whether it's like polishing one of her, antique silverware sets. And you give my grandma anything, like even if it's like a priceless piece of like silver plate that's like from Louis the 14th era in like from like the French monarchy, she will take that, polish it down to the core metal, and basically just like ruin it just to give her something to do.
Wow.
So we stopped getting my grandmother like a valuable antique because they used to be antique dealers and stuff. They kind of dabbled in there.
So
and so she had all these nice pieces.
Saying, she's okay. That
but
makes
she
sense.
started going a little cuckoo and started polishing everything like a fiend. And so we're like, oh, we can't give grandma nice shit anymore.
Dude, you
she
gotta
will
get her some
nuke it.
crochet knits. You'll be wearing the best sweaters all the time.
But yeah, so we get her like
should
just
have her clean Brian's car.
expendable. Yeah, we get her
She clean it
expendable
up.
stuff.
I don't think she'd be able to do that at that
expendable
age.
stuff. But the gardening, bro, dude, you should have seen my. I'll send you a picture of my grandparents' yard back at the house they used to have. It's like an elaborate fucking maze. It's like an entire acre of just hand gardened walkways, pathways, flowers, shrubs, all done by hand. All the bricks.
She does them?
My grandma laid the bricks herself. Like
That's kinda wild.
That's the
it's
kind
like
of
like
activity.
Alice in Garden thing going on.
Yeah, and my grandpa did all his old home repairs and stuff. Like when a
Man.
pipe would burst or whatever, he'd go down in there and like replace the pipes and
So
shit.
it's like a maze.
I'd make it worse
maze?
if I tried to fix a pipe.
It's
dude.
not high.
Busted
It's
pipe.
just like
Okay.
it's like ankle level stuff.
Gotcha.
But dude, my grandfather, like some of my earliest childhood memories, he was in his 70s at this point. Like it came up when my parents bought a house in Wisconsin. They came up from North Carolina, stayed with us for months to help rehab the house, and he was like doing carpentry work. Like he whittled and carved an entire like attic stairway with like a pulley system that he invented and stuff. Laid stairs, like cut stairways.
Better than any you'd ever have. He probably used a
But see,
thick
like
wood.
that's the
that's
thing.
the activity.
They stay busy. They stay busy, and like my
they never
dad,
stopped.
He still does like like he'll come in as like if they need a replacement at his old job, like. But other than that, I keep him busy. Like that.
I was gonna say you should have him be like the Walmart greeter or something.
Nah. He ain't gonna do that. Nah. I keep him busy. Trust me. I just get him going.
Well, that's what I'm saying. As far as being busy, like I wouldn't even rule out being a Walmart greeter. Although I'd make sure I was packing like if I was grandpa. You know what I mean? Because people get shot in Walmart.
I know. So why you want my dad there, man? He's
to
spread
joy and kindness.
Here's
when
what
you
you
walk
do.
in.
Trying to spread joy.
Here's what you do.
I know.
You be a docent.
I'll be a fucking Walmart
Yeah,
greeter.
my
You
dad
be
ain't
a
got that
docent,
much.
right? You be a docent at like a local wildlife preserve or something like that. Be like, and this is the species of owl, the Phocteris nightingaleus. They nest here in the summer or whatever, like that. Like a docent or some
This
shit.
guy becomes an
Here is-
animal biologist.
Here is this evergreen, the Foster's evergreen tree, and it has unique pine cones. That old people love that. I think my dad will probably eventually do that for like
I would be
historic
in a
houses.
social job,
Yeah.
like as an older guy, I'd like to observe society that I'm like not fully a part of anymore, but I'm kind of like watching. I got like front row seats to that shit, and I would just get to know people, and like I would like to own a restaurant or something when I'm older. Like,
Oh hell no.
I'm telling you though, like,
Dude,
over
fuck that.
No.
Fuck that.
You trying to work when you get older? That's
That's headaches
work.
too much.
Yeah.
we are on different links.
Oh,
yeah,
Lord.
I don't. Yeah, it is.
Wait, I want to
bro.
hear this though.
Yeah,
Why does he
yeah.
want to own a restaurant? Wait.
Adriana,
I'll tell you what I want to own, and you tell me what you want to own, and then go ahead.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
well, Matt's been to Chow Ragazzi. Have you been to Chow Ragazzi restaurant?
Great place.
What is it?
Chow Ragazzi.
Oh yeah.
Just means like hello friend in Italian.
I didn't know that, but I've been there.
So there's the dude who owns it, very nice guy, Lupe, and you'll get to know him if you're in there. It's like, it's such a small restaurant, and it's like it has a real Italian feel to it. Like I was in Boston, I was in the like Italian end of the city, and I went to a restaurant like right in the middle of these residential buildings, and they're like, oh, come on in. They bring you to the back table. It's real friendly atmosphere service. Guys like that, they want to get to know the people that are in there. They want to know their clients and bond with them. They'll bring over little shots at the end of limoncello, which is like a Italian tequila shot or something, right? And it's real sweet. And you make this connection. So I'm like, as an older guy, like, what's better than bringing families together, sit down and have food together, like when it's delicious, like the stuff they make at Chow, and getting to know those people and just seeing like the simple happiness. Like I feel like the best conversations in the world, or the best soundtrack to the world, is like the diner conversation. When me and this guy will go sit down and have eggs, and you just hear like the family with their kids and like the workers in the back, and just everybody from the community. They just got out of church or whatever the fuck, or they're just hungry as shit on a Sunday, and they're in there. And that chatter is like the soundtrack of our society. When it's peaceful in there, you're like, this is everything that's right with the world. That's how I feel. That's why I'd want to own a restaurant and connect with people when I'm an old retired.
I like that. If money is no longer an issue in your older age, like you already have your other investments set up, you've made a decent living as an attorney, whatever, and you say
Mr.
you got some
Practical.
multi-units or whatever.
I
You
mean,
got some
gotta
multi-units.
you gotta keep it real.
Because the restaurant business is fucking brutal, and the margins are slim.
That sounds like no.
You could
You're
never
better,
relax.
You better have some machines in there.
Yeah. You got to do that for fun.
These
and
motherfuckers are like, we make like
Yeah.
20 cents off a hot dog. Like, how many of them do you have to sell in here?
Exactly. The volume you got to push, and you got to keep reinventing the menu, and then
People
like
coming and going.
make sure your cook is like kicks their drug habit or whatever. All the bullshit you got to deal with.
You gotta be near a dispensary. That's the only
And
way it's
shitty
gonna
hours.
work.
Shitty hours too. Because it's just like, okay, you got your prep during the day, and then you got like your cleanup at night, which goes to the ass crack of dawn or whatever. Sometimes, depending, like weekends would be rough.
Maybe I'd just
It'd be
like,
rough.
Just like the guest host for the evening or
Basically,
some shit.
you come in, greet people
Like,
at the door, be
if
like,
I had a whole staff
shake
together for
hands,
me,
how
like
you doing?
run all this shit, I'm just
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
the guy shaking hands,
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
bringing shit over
If
to
you
the
have more of
table
like
and
a-
how was that
Yeah, you'd
spaghetti
have to
tonight?
do
You know?
that.
yeah,
right.
for sure. I get that.
That's my role. That's all I want, really. I don't want to be like having serious HR conversations with a motherfucker who's stealing from the register.
Yeah,
or
that's what
That
that's
could
what
happen.
you're gonna do.
You know what I mean? Or fucking has a bad drug problem or whatever, Like, I'm not trying to have that conversation. Sorry, I gotta let you go. Fuck that.
It's like, my guy, like, fucking Joe, you were snorting lines off the stove burners again. Like, we can't have that.
He's gonna be like,
it's
I
a hazard.
know.
Oh, yeah.
You're
it would
on camera,
contaminate
my guy.
food. Can you imagine if your food was contaminated with cocaine? Like,
That's messed
you go
up.
to take a bite out of that shit, your whole mouth goes numb instantly.
Patrons are just tripping. Just
I want to try one of those. I'm curious.
So just so everybody knows, these are Heineken 00s, which means there is no alcohol in there.
these
curious.
They're
are
delicious.
not no alcohol, but they're low alcohol. This is 5.5%
It tastes exactly
low.
like a Heineken. There's no alcohol in it.
This is pretty cool.
These are actually really good. This
Salud.
Sprecher.
But that has alcohol in it.
it
Salud.
has hard
Well, I
soda.
gotta open a fresh one too.
There you go.
Oh,
Crack
open
you.
a fresh
You got ahead of the curve.
This is
Heineken
interesting.
00s keeps you hydrated, tastes like beer, great to wash down salty food with. If you feel.
Salud.
Salud.
Cheers, man. Comedy Christmas. It should be a little colder, but
No, it's
you get the
cool. It's
point.
pretty good, actually. It's
This
not
one I got
bad.
tasted watered down. The first one. had a
No,
lot of
it's
flavor.
actually I mean, I can now fit in with society,
Well, Yeah, and you know what?
Just
the funny
grab
thing
that
is?
Oh my
label.
God,
I'll
I'm like,
hire
you
it.
don't see it.
Most motherfuckers.
I'll be like this.
I love my Heineken.
Why you drink like that? Because they don't need to see what the fuck I'm drinking.
But
the
most
power
motherfuckers don't
stance.
even know.
Yeah,
they
they're
don't
gonna
know
be
that
so drunk anyways.
Well, but what I'm saying is like most people, if you're just holding that beer the way you're holding it right now in the bar, they don't know that's a zero alcohol beer.
Oh my God, you
It's a very
just
small
changed my
print.
life, man.
Just don't say the words double
I'm
zero.
hooked.
I'm hooked. Oh my goodness.
It's great because think about it. You don't have a lot of drink options, right? Like if you're
Right.
at home and you're kicking it, you could have milk, you could have water, you have soda, you could have beer, or whatever mixed drink if you want to drink some mixed drinks at home. But you don't always feel like milk or fucking Kool-Aid or something. Sometimes you want like a beer with your
Right.
fucking steak.
Yeah.
But this one you don't have to worry about a hangover.
Yeah.
It's tremendous.
I just don't like feeling sick, and I feel like alcohol is a toxin. I'm poisoning
Big
myself,
toxin,
so.
Yeah.
Well, look out. Here we go.
Although
There
I
you
do
go, you
like
got
some
it.
fungus. There's some certain fungus that I
Shout
like.
out to the fungi.
Shout out to the fungi family.
Yeah.
That does the
Yeah.
trick.
Yep, it does. But so you would own want to own a restaurant, like a neighborhood.
Well,
restaurant.
I mean, like if you
like
asked, if you
not
were,
the end goal. I guess like one of the things that you want to accomplish.
if you were asking me if I was gonna have like a second career or a second job,
Oh,
I think that would
okay.
be a cool one to have.
Oh, okay.
You would be
second
good
job.
at it too.
Yeah, you
like,
would.
You'd be a
You're
great
people
restaurant host.
person.
Go around and
Yeah,
greet
you'd be
everybody.
like-
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
I'd
would
be
kill
like-
that
I'd
shit.
see your commercials online and shit. Like you'd be like, yeah, I could totally see it. You know,
Hi,
you'd be
I'm
good.
Brian Chan.
Yeah.
Welcome to, Lucky's or whatever the fuck.
I
You know,
know,
like, hey,
Lucky's.
Yeah,
that's a bad
everybody's
name.
family here.
Yeah,
Come on
this is a premier family Irish restaurant in the neighborhood. You know, like.
Dude,
Yeah.
if I was gonna do that, like if I was opening a place like here, or what I
There
would,
is really nothing that serves Irish food around here, right? Like traditional.
there's a grocery store you can go to get like Irish imports. It's called Winston's, and what you should do.
But like restaurant around here, there isn't though. Like bar restaurant, no, right?
because
Restaurant, not so much.
I mean,
yeah.
Because they're not here no more. That's why.
well, they're more in like Beverly and Mount Greenwood is where they were always
okay.
there, but that's like the Irish enclave.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Or if you go to the north side by Montrose, there's an Irish area up there too.
but I'm
But
surprised
the
there's never
Irish
been
food
one
is
here.
like it's not really like
What do you
Not
mean?
a thing
Fish
in
and
America.
chips,
Well, that's
chicken pot
more
pie,
British,
but
yeah.
also Irish.
shepherd's pie.
Well, yeah.
Man, that's some
But
good
an
stuff.
Irish
I've been
breakfast-
to Boston and they have a whole menu of Irish
Yeah.
food. What
Oh,
you talking
Irish
about?
food is so
Oysters?
good.
Like,
No.
I would invest in an Irish
Like,
bar. Shoot.
Let's
go.
When I was in Ireland, like they had some good stews and
And
like the
I'll call
soup's
it
really
fiddle
good,
this.
and they give you like bread and butter with your dinner, like real good homemade stuff. But they don't have like anything out of the ordinary. Like,
No,
we got
you don't
good
need
fucking
it,
food
but-
here. What if you have to ask me? Have you ever been to Craple's Steakhouse before?
No.
It's real
It's
good.
on 111th near Ridgeland. It's in Worth. It's one of the best kept secrets. It's probably the best restaurant on the south side. That would be the place I'd like to buy. It's like
Really?
it's like a dual steakhouse. It's
a great place.
So on the inside is the old school steakhouse. It looks like
Wisconsin
it looks
Supper
like-
Club,
It looks like
sorta.
Tony
Okay,
Soprano
okay.
would be sitting in there
But
having
brighter.
a steak, right? But then the other side is an outdoor patio. There's a stage there, so you can drink like in the outdoors, like open air, on their patio in the summer. They have a fireplace outside at night, like a fire pit, and they have live entertainment Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And they'll have some dope ass bands doing like old school, like Marvin Gaye, fucking Phil Collins, and like 80s music and shit. And they'll just be out there rocking and shit, or like rock cover bands and shit. And the food's tremendous. The atmosphere's tremendous. Like, if I could own, like, because that's kind of like the Irish style is to have a place like that. Like, there's another one down there. It is straight up Irish. It's called Jack Gibbons Gardens. And I think Matt might have been there once before, but if not, we'll go maybe in the new year to get a filet mignon. I think they got the best filet mignon I've ever had. Jack Gibbons Gardens, and that's a straight up. They got the shamrock on the logo and shit. And their food's really good down there. So the only thing is, for if you want to get it for at home, I recommend. Do you like Irish soda bread? Have you ever had that before?
Oh my God. Yeah, I've had that. What? Come on. I went to school with a bunch of Irish people, man.
That's Winston's is the best brand to get. They're
Really?
they're down in Orland. They're like 147th or something.
Winston.
And they have these things they call bangers, which is the Irish breakfast sausage. It's like
I love
super
those.
soft.
Yeah, yeah.
Super
I love an
soft.
Irish breakfast, man. It's the best. It's got like beans, like your roasted
It's like an
tomatoes,
English breakfast,
or
ain't
whatever.
it?
Your little like
that
sausage,
what
blood
English
sausage, or whatever
breakfast
pate.
or fried egg.
Yeah, oh, just the best. I think that's probably my favorite breakfast that I've had all over the world. All the places I've been, Irish breakfast takes the gold medal for sure.
Just flavor wise, you're saying?
Yeah, just the assortment of it's like it's
Sweet,
with
tart,
the sausage, the tomato, the beans,
Salty.
the
They're fucking
whatever pudding or whatever is with it.
Their
and
ham and shit over there.
Ham, yep.
When they sizzle it and shit, like that.
It's like
almost
6
like
different
Canadian
things.
bacon,
It's
but
just-
thin, and they give it to you with like an egg and the tomato and all
Oh,
that.
it's
and
so
shit.
clutch. Bro.
I'm getting hungry.
That
Stop.
shit is fire.
Yeah.
But yeah, Winston's is a place. Go get yourself some soda bread. They sell it all year
I
round.
love
There.
soda
And
bread.
they got some good Irish chocolate imported over there from Europe
Oh
and
my
shit.
gosh,
Love
I get
it.
the munchies.
Me and my brother ate a whole loaf of it one time we were in there.
Did you get the Kerrygold butter
Oh,
too?
that's you
You
gotta,
gotta
have
have
the
the
Kerrygold butter.
Kerrygold.
know it.
You gotta have the Kerrygold. They even have one for steaks. It's like a garlic butter
Herb?
with like
A
yeah, it's a garlic
garlic
herb butter,
yeah.
and Kerrygold has one of them. My buddies just put it on a steak. They had like a little competition. They had a barbecue during the summer. It was at the Realty Chicago out in Romeoville with Tino. and he had that friggin' garlic butter Kerrygold, and he put it on his steak. His was the best. There was like 3 dudes out there cooking. They were all letting you sample their shit to see who had like the best grill off or whatever. And I was like, dude,
It's
your
all
steak.
about the butter, bro.
He got like a ribeye, and he had the thermometer thing that you put in there. He's like, I make sure it's this perfect temperature every time, and he was correct. It was like the perfect medium rare. Like it was just with that Kerrygold butter.
Oh,
and
it's
he has
making me
crispy
hungry.
salt
I
on
know.
there.
I'm envisioning the damn steak and the
It was
butter.
so good.
We gotta change topics. We
Yeah.
cannot talk about food.
I'm gonna
anymore.
adjourn to the banyo right
Well,
quick.
when you get back, you got to tell us about religion because you're a religion.
Oh
major.
yes,
Oh,
we
yeah,
shall.
we
We shall.
Adriana
reconvene
wanted to
with
talk about
religion.
that.
Yeah.
All right.
You had 2 drinks, bro. That bladder is getting beat up, son.
I had 2
Drinks.
shakes before that. That's okay.
Oh, you had the protein shakes.
Yep,
Got you.
double.
Look at this guy, responsible too. He got his exercise in, drank his protein shakes.
Hey,
Now
you
it's
got
alcoholic
to.
drinks.
You got to, man. You know.
He works hard and he plays hard.
You gotta have for me, I have to have a routine. For me, it's discipline. I need routine and I need discipline, and you know, that's what I do. That makes me feel like I've done what I gotta do for the day. That's what I want my dad to do. I like working out with my dad because I'm usually high as hell. You know. And
You're a savage.
Yeah, but it's fun because I get this old little man boxing with me. I'm like, what you got? You know, he's hitting. You know, that's fun because you know we're gonna get older and I want him to keep moving. You know.
I want to age gracefully. That's why I exercise.
Well, that's why I smoke a lot of weed, so because I want to age gracefully, and I work out. But
Weed just makes me like a better, happier person. I'm less on edge. I feel
Yeah.
like there's like the world's a crazy place, but it feels like
Yes,
there's a good
it is.
soundtrack on at all times. I'm listening to like friggin' Saturday Night Fever and shit in my head, and I'm just
Yeah.
feeling good.
I mean, I don't want to say I smoke weed to drown everything out. I smoke so I can manage the shit. You know, like I can manage through
Things seem less serious when
Yeah.
you're like, you know, like, I don't feel bad about that. I'm not going to get depressed about that or get anxiety about it. You try to find a solution instead. You
Trying
get
to find a
creative.
solution, right? I'm not high all the time either. I know I look high all the time, but I'm not. You know.
Yeah, but you get used to it. You get a high tolerance for it. And I've been hearing people out there saying recently, they're like the ones that are against legalization of marijuana. I'm like, dude, who you're talking about is like certain people who that's a gateway drug. Like I used to
weed's
smoke
not a gateway
almost like a
drug.
daily smoker at times, and I never felt the urge to do any other.
Not, I don't
drug.
know if I believe in that gateway drug. It's a mentality thing for me. Like you it's in your mind. Your mind, you are what you say you are and you are what you believe. So if you believe you're hooked on something, you're going to be hooked. you
And I
know?
believe
Like,
that people, even if
you
they
have
didn't
the
try
strength
weed,
to change your mind. That's what rehab's for.
they're talking about people with addictive personalities, pretty much. And it's like, I think probably people with addictive personalities are
They're the ones that need help.
but maybe way higher than we think. Like I wonder if there's stats out there that say like out of the U.S. population, how many people have addictive personalities? That would be interesting.
Oh,
to
that'd
know,
be interesting.
because I think it's higher than we realize.
I
Like,
mean, we
that's
all
why-
can be addicted to something, you know?
Well,
like
because the question we were talking about when Matt was in the washroom
I love
is
sugar,
whether
but I
marijuana is a
stopped.
gateway drug, and I said for me it's not. I don't feel the urge to do any other drug besides
they like
that.
to say it is.
But there might be more people out there. Like I'd love to see the actual numbers.
I don't think
I would
it
hope
is.
in my heart of hearts that it's not. That
It's not.
because
It's
it's not
not.
habit forming.
It's not. You can stop. Like it's not.
That's
I
the
think
difference. You have a
I think
choice.
alcohol is an addictive drug.
I think so too.
And that is an addictive drug because you know you don't see it.
Well, the thing that makes
definitely
alcohol
can
the
be.
worst is if you're badly physically addicted.
Yeah.
You literally need to go into medical detox. So you'd have to go into a
Yeah,
hospital
yeah.
because your body would start to go through withdrawal. You might have organ failures. You might get seizures. So they literally have to like. You can't just quit that if you're a very bad alcoholic. Weed doesn't do that.
No,
Willie
right.
Nelson never had to go into a
No,
fucking facility
exactly.
to detox over weed.
All the things that are legal but should be legal. I mean, cigarette smoke,
Yeah.
alcohol, worse than weed by and far in terms of your health. I don't think there's any data out there that can support that can actually say affirmatively, oh no, like marijuana use actually is actually like worse for you than cigarette smoke or whatever. No way. There's lots of holes in the ground for people that died of lung cancer. I don't know how hundreds of thousands, millions. I don't know
Maybe
the data,
millions, yeah.
but I do have some statistics. So here's some crazy shit, right? So of the nearly this is just America, U.S. population. Of the nearly 140 million people 12 and older who drink alcohol, 20% of them suffer from alcohol abuse or addiction. I doubt you'd find the same statistics with marijuana. I highly, highly doubt that. So that's
What was the number again?
20%. 2
20%
out of 10
have an
suffer
alcohol
from abuse or addiction. So, yeah, that
From
have an
alcohol,
alcohol problem.
yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
I mean, I know
20%
I
of
was
the
a bad
population?
drinker. You know?
Yeah.
That's why I'm drinking Coke Zero. I mean, not Coke
Not of the
Zero.
population,
Heineken
of
Zero.
140
Double
mil.
zero.
Yeah.
I'm not good at math, so I don't know.
It's all good.
But it's 20%, so it's a high tip.
So,
So I know that's
here-
bad.
here's a stat. So
That's 20%.
25.4% of all users of illicit drugs suffer from drug dependency or addiction. So
How much?
25%
For what?
from users of illicit drugs.
What's illicit?
Cocaine.
I
Not
think that's
weed.
like-
Weed's legal.
Yeah.
So that's not talking about. Let's hear about weed. I'm curious. Well,
I'm interested.
I want a drum roll.
Weed's a plant.
Yeah, but weed
What's
is not
the
habit
weed?
forming, so
Well, let's see. Let's see what they say. Wait, that didn't sound
Let's
like it. That
see.
sounded like a fucked up car.
You're trying to do a drum roll?
I don't know what I'm trying to do. Yeah, because clearly you got the beat. I'm like, that sounds like
I know what
Cardi
you
B.
meant. I know what you meant. You meant.
That's a Spanish drum roll.
I
Okay?
think they're including marijuana and illicit substances, but I would
Probably.
like to see just
that's
marijuana
bogus.
that's
There's
fucking
gotta
bogus.
be one. That is
Because
not right.
it's just wrapped up in there, but of that, how many of those are marijuana users? Probably very
There's
low.
no way to find out.
Let's see here.
Ask Google or Alexa, whatever her name is.
I mean, it's
ChatGPT.
arguable whether even like marijuana is addictive.
It's not.
Like,
And
you
that's
can't
what they
even
do.
classify
They
it.
put all the good stuff with the bad stuff and make you feel bad about it. Just like the government.
Yes.
Cheers to
Yes.
Double O Heineken.
Cheers to
I'm getting crazy.
5.5%
You just don't tell
Potosi.
'em- don't tell 'em it's a
Oh, I
double zero.
love this thing. This is
'Cause
amazing.
if you don't tell them, they just think it's a regular Heineken because it just looks like one. When you're
Dude,
holding it.
I could go to a bar now. You know how long it's been?
Now you can people watch with
Yeah,
impunity. But, hey,
yes,
you know you
yes.
should don't. But here's what I want you to do.
We should go people watch
please
together
make
with
this dream
sober
come true
beer.
for me. Next time you talk to me, tell me that you went to a bar and you say, "Hey, you know what? You guys know I don't drink. It's been a long since I turned up tonight, turned up tonight. Since I turned up, but tonight I'm turning up."
Oh, that's a
And just
good one.
don't even tell them. Just go over to the bartender. Hey, let me get a Heineken 00. Because most people don't even know what
Oh
it
my
means when you say that.
God,
So then you get it, and
yeah.
you're like, dude, you could be chugging them at the end of the night, making them all think you're hammered. Be like, who wants me to drive home? I'm like, no way. You had like 12 beers.
God damn,
and
how
they're
are you
all
still standing?
That's
these double zeros that give you
hilarious.
no hangover.
Oh my
You're
God,
like-
I'm doing that. I'm doing
And then
that.
just tell them, like, but I don't mess with shots. Right?
Oh
I don't
my
mess with
God.
shots.
Those
just
days are
the
behind
beers.
me.
I'm gonna do like a 12-pack. Oh my God, that's hilarious, man. I like that idea.
Just get hammered. Don't let
Yeah.
them know. Or
Yeah,
pretend like you're
yeah,
hammered. And then just friggin', you know what I mean? You could people watch all day and see all this crazy shit that people do when they're all hammered. And they won't even know that you're not part of the club, that you're
Oh
watching
my
from
God,
the outside.
That's
You have front row
funny,
seats.
bro. That's hilarious.
Do you still host the room at Fergie and Foss?
No.
What happened? Or like, where are you doing it
No,
now?
I'm so right now I'm doing 2 shows a month at Rise Smoke Easy. It's in Mundelein. It's a dispensary, but next to the dispensary is connected to their smoke lounge.
Yeah.
So it's a cannabis show, and we do it twice a month, every first and third Thursday of the month. And you go there, buy your weed, and you get to see comedy for free. So it's a
Nice.
pretty dope time. We have 2 shows, 6 and at 8 p.m., and they're like an hour long. But other than that, I'm in Logan Square monthly with Las Locas Comedy. It's a co-production with Las Locas Comedy and Pafuera Productions, and it's called Sábado Night Laughs.
Sabado Night Laughs?
Yeah.
Nice. Saturday
Yeah,
Night
so
Laughs.
I'm pretty much north side and northwest.
How is that
suburb.
place?
It's cool, man. It's tight. I like it. I like it because it's a smaller room. You fit like 40, maybe 50 people. But I like it because I like those type of night like comedy rooms where it's really small. I like it all, but like, you just feel like you're more intimate with the crowd, you know. Like, and I like that, you know. You can really talk to them and like just feel them out. But that one's good, you know. So we have a new spot. We were at Reggie's, but you know, we just trying to bounce around, see where we can make some noise. But right now, that's where we're at. So, but other than that, I've been having a lot of shows. I've been doing booked at a lot of shows around the city. So it's been good, man. I can't complain. I'm very happy.
We'll chat after this is over too, because there was I was going to ask you about a show, a particular thing that you might be able to help me out with. But I'll chat with you about that after.
Yeah, for sure.
But no, that's awesome here. So, Sabado Night Laughs, and also
It's called Stone Stand Up at Rise.
Stone Stand Up at Rise, and that is in what neighborhood? Mundelein.
Yeah, it's pretty far, so you know I don't expect people from out here to go.
Mundelein's like way up north, by like the airport, past that. Right?
Man, it's past. You're going like Vernon Hills area. It's up there. It's like the end of 99. I'm like, I didn't know this place ended. This road ended, but yeah, it's
There's
far.
Rich people around. Am I in
I'm
Wisconsin or
passing
Illinois?
Schaumburg. I don't know. I just follow the road and I don't stop nowhere. I'm like, got enough gas from here because I ain't stopping nowhere over there. It's like I don't like stopping on foreign lands. You know, I make sure everything's good before I have to pull over and ask for help. 'Cause that's how people get killed. So I watch too much horror movies. I watch too much true crime.
Which is not
okay,
wrong, but
yeah,
yes, you're not.
I'm like,
happens.
if I will kill somebody if they try to kill me. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't going down like that.
When you get up in the north suburbs, isn't that where like
Those are where
John
those
Wayne
mass.
Gacy hid
Yeah,
his bodies and
exactly,
shit?
exactly.
Oh my God.
Like they're just hiding out there. Everybody thinks they're like a plumber and shit, but
Yeah.
they're really like they got a crawl space full of bodies or something.
Yeah.
Like, oh my
Yeah,
God, this guy was
exactly,
living next door to me.
Exactly. So I'm not trying to.
I
do
knew
that.
when I saw the Trump flag, something was going on.
Yeah, and
But-
they're over
Then
there.
I
They're
found-
over there for sure,
well, that's
man.
probably Trump country. Out there,
I
would
mean,
imagine.
I don't care. I'm not scared. Pay me and I'll go. But the point is, I don't pull over nowhere. If I ain't gotta pull over, I'm not pulling over. I'll fucking pee in the fucking car. I don't care. I'm not doing it, bro. I don't
that's a
even drink
crazy-
water. I'll just be like, I'm not drinking for the whole trip till I get there. Like that's what I'll
Hydration
do.
begins after
Rolling
the
up with hella cotton
Yeah,
mouth.
that's why I was like, "You want to
Oh.
eat?" I'm like, "Nope, I don't want to eat." Yeah, oh man, cottonmouth is real, but yeah, no. But other than that, no, just doing them shows, you know, getting booked. You know, I got a big show that I'm gonna be on. I'm gonna be headlining in January for Las Locas Comedy Show. January 4th, so that's gonna be dope. My
Where's
first
that
time at Laugh Factory.
Oh, Laugh Factory.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's gonna be good, man.
That's where you do it with Las Locos, or
No,
that's
I-
Sabado.
No, that's their show, but
Yeah.
I'm going to be on it.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying though. But like when you work with Las Locos,
Yeah.
when you partner up,
We-
that's usually the Laugh Factory. 'Cause
No,
I saw
no,
you guys
no,
there
no,
before.
no. That was a Latina festival that I was
Yeah.
a part of. But no, we do our show in Logan Square at Surge Billards. So it's like a pool hall, but behind it they have a private room, and that's where we do the show. So it's pretty dope. You know, it's definitely hidden.
We got some comedy shows we can go check
Yeah,
out.
man,
Oh,
you
yeah.
gotta, you know.
Bring some
it's-
people out in the new year.
Yeah, it's a fun time, but you know, so that's what we're doing right now. But you know, I do have a website, so it's nanarodriguez.com. If you know, people can go there and check out my shows, my videos, all that good stuff. You know, stay up to date on what I'm doing.
You got your website, nanarodriguez.com.
Shout out to Fresa Media who helped out with that, who brought that vision to life. Thank you so much, Melissa. Columbia Days. Sorry, I had to do that. You know, gotta
That's right,
gotta shout out the
props.
creative,
Gotta give props and
the
daps where they're.
creatives in the house. Yeah. But
You know,
And
I was
then-
gonna say if you mentioned you like doing you know, smaller venues or whatever. This might be right up your alley, but there's this place that just opened in Janesville, Wisconsin, my hometown, called the Comedy Cabin, and it's about that size,
I
like
think I've
40,
heard of
50
it.
people.
Yeah.
I was like, in Janesville this is the first comedy club. It's a small, it's like 60,000 people, right?
Okay.
It's a middling, you know, mid-America town,
Right.
just right up 90. But again, you know, you're going into the
I know.
you're going into
I
the
know,
wilderness
I
out
know.
there.
It's scary.
So-
When it's dark, it's dark. You
and
know
it's in
what
a
I'm saying?
basement. And so you go down the
Ooh,
stairs
you're
into a
gonna get
basement,
killed.
comedy cabin, you know, and it's dark. But you know, I was there a few weeks back, and you know, I was thinking, oh, this is Janesville. This is our first comedy club. It's like we're gonna have just straight trash. This is gonna be like Buddy from the bar.
No,
like,
they
trying
bring
to
some
set-
people up
No,
there.
they
Yeah,
did. They brought some.
They people from
fire.
Chicago. Yeah.
I don't know if you know Marcus Monroe. He was he kind of gained notoriety on TikTok by pretending like he was cooking a steak in a Delta Airlines bathroom
nice.
toilet or whatever, and that was a big. And that was like a big snap. He got him banned from Delta because they thought he
Oh my
actually cooked it, but he
God,
didn't.
that's
But he made it look
hilarious.
like he did. He cooked it in the toilet. But
How'd you get that steak into the plane? That's crazy.
you can bring the steak on, but they thought he brought like a little miniature propane burner in there, but it was just a light that looked like it was on
that's
fire. So
funny.
it was a just a
That'll
joke.
get you in trouble with that.
Yeah,
fake
But
steak.
he's a crazy fucker. Like the guy was in like he was like a professional
TSA.
jugger for like 20 years. So at the end of his in like the carny shit. So at the end of his set, he like takes machetes and starts like juggling machetes
Dang.
and doing crazy. It was
That's
wild.
That's an act.
Yeah,
That's
but,
a whole
um,
act right there.
Interesting cat there. But yeah, comedy cabin in Janesville might be
Well,
like just
wait a
something
second.
that you would like.
I thought you mentioned him because he was performing there.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I just wanted to confirm.
Oh,
that.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like the headliner there for that
No
night.
shit.
And yeah, that was
Yeah, I
good
mean,
people.
everybody
So,
deserves to have comedy everywhere. You know?
Well, that's the nice thing for him. If you should ask him next time you're over there, be like, what do you got to do to book a set here, or to get people like to see if they can like. That would be awesome to travel. It's only like 2.5 hours. It's like
not even. It's 2 hours. Yeah.
go friggin' spit some comedy, try your shit out on the new people and shit like that.
I mean, I've definitely driven to Madison, Wisconsin. They
Oh, yeah,
have
it's right on the way.
Comedy State or whatever the
That's a
place is.
crazy city, yeah.
I've
Madison's
done
fun.
I went to their open mic and it was a good time. So like, it's I'll travel. I don't care. I'll go. I want to go.
Yeah, I remember you went to Indianapolis for a show out there. You got some comic friends out like in Indiana.
Yeah.
I remember. I think you had one girl that came in. She did Fergie Foz a while ago, and she was from Indiana. I think she was funny.
Yeah.
That chick was
Hannah.
funny as hell.
Yeah. Hannah.
She came over to the 420 party, didn't she?
I don't
I think
know,
she might have been
man.
there. I don't know if it was this year.
Who
maybe it was
knows?
last
I was pretty high at that party, so I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. So, before we wrap up, did you want to pick his brain about religion? Because he's your encyclopedia.
I mean, I'm a little rusty. It's been a long time since I've touched the tomes of the Gospels and the Quran and the Torah. So, it's been a hot minute. But I still
read it
know the
all, I guess.
basics. Yeah. Although I will tell you this, in all my study of the religious scriptures, I went in there wanting to know more, and I left college like just having even more questions.
Wait, so when you say you
learn
study
anything.
religion, you study like Buddhism, Catholic,
Yep.
Hinduism,
Shinto,
Taoism,
Islam. Yeah.
Taoism. Or
I don't know. We
or is
so
that
much
like
got
more-
into Taoism. We definitely touched in Buddhism, Hinduism, and Shinto too.
Christianity.
Oh, sure, Christianity, the Gospels.
How about Santeria?
That since that isn't really like a mainstream
That's a
one.
religion, man.
It's not a
That's
mainstream one.
witchcraft.
Yeah.
Come on,
It
you
is.
can't forget about the witches. Can't.
And no, like they didn't touch like voodoo and stuff.
Oh man, I want that
Not the fun
class.
stuff.
I want the fun stuff. I want to be like, give me the little skulls,
No, I'm like they had us like analyzing, like they had us analyzing the New Testament, like the Gospels from like a historical perspective, from what they could actually verify with, contemporary scriptures.
So
not
what
scriptures,
made you
contemporary
want to
records.
major in that? Or like,
I don't know.
Were you like, I'm gonna be the Pope, the next Pope? Or like,
Hell
I don't
no.
know.
Nah,
you
he
couldn't.
didn't have
No.
religious.
It was
I don't
more of
know.
like an academic curiosity
Oh,
than like
okay.
I'm finding my faith or something like that.
All right.
So, and that will, if you are a religious person, if like say like you're considering going to college and you are religious, don't become a religion major because you'll probably come out of it an atheist. Like,
Is that what happened to
kind of
you?
peel away the layers and be like, oh
Like,
wait
it's
a
all
minute, this is that,
bullshit.
this is just them, this is just
Okay.
I'm like, oh,
so
they were ripping
do you
off
have a
pagan
religion?
traditions and
Are you religious? Do you have
not
something to
particularly.
identify with?
No. Not particularly.
That's
Not
funny,
in
yes.
terms of like a like a
Or is there one
dogmatic-
that you're kind of cool with? Like, yeah, I think I'd get down with this one.
I would say maybe Buddhism would be the closest I could vibe
Buddhism.
with. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Because
I'm
it's
down
not
with that.
it's not that dogmatic. It's more like a spiritual quest
Yeah,
journey as opposed to
exactly.
like this is how you're gonna act. This is how
Right.
it's not like proscriptive like Islam and Christianity and Judaism has kind of come off that. There's still like the dietary restrictions, but they're not like like stoning people anymore. So
Yeah.
That's good.
yeah, they're pretty far beyond
like
that.
Buddhism.
So,
I
but
like
Buddhism
that.
is like your own. It's basically your own individual journey to seeking nirvana
And whatever form
whatever
that is.
that may be. There's I think the Buddha went a little crazy, but again, a lot of this stuff is legend and not third, fourth hand. It's like 10th, 11th, 12th, 15th hand.
Yeah, someone's rewriting it.
Yeah, and it's just like there's so a lot of it is like allegory and parable, and it's not meant to be taken literally as like a historical fact. So there's kind of that to parse out because you grow up thinking like, oh, this is like this is like a historical fact. I'm like, no, a lot of it's not. A lot of it's, the whole Exodus out of Egypt, in the Old Testament, didn't happen. There was no like enslavement of Jews by a pharaoh. It
Really?
did not happen.
I went
And
to
the
Egypt.
Egyptians were very like obsessive about documenting historical stuff, and they were open about their conquering of other peoples and different like surrounding kingdoms and stuff. Like they believe me, they would have told us about it if they did it. So that whole thing was meant as more of like a symbolic type thing, but then people take it as, oh yeah, when the Jews escaped Egypt, and it's like it literally did not happen.
I didn't even know that was. I must have not paid attention in
It's kind of
class.
crazy.
I think I was just fucking. I don't know.
But what I
Were
actually
they giving
did,
us psyops back in grade
I don't
school?
know,
Basically.
man. Religious
Grade school?
class. I was like,
Yeah.
damn it, I don't know this prayer. Damn, I'm gonna fail, man.
I
You're
mean,
good.
they could have been telling us all lies, and we would.
Oh, we totally were lying
No
to
way.
in grammar
Yeah.
school. Half the shit I learned now is blowing my mind, man.
it is crazy. Like when you
We
take
did not get the right stuff, man. I'm gonna make my own religion. That's what I'm gonna do. That's,
like it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a weed
I support
church,
this.
and with a little specialization with mushrooms, But hey, why not?
Well, you said that's your end goal.
Hell yeah, I want to
That's
have
a
a
great
weed
goal.
church. You come to church, we smoke some weed.
communion is the holy mushroom.
You gotta be.
Yeah.
You gotta be
You know?
at least. Unfortunately, you gotta be 21 because I think that's when people take things a little bit more serious with their spirituality. I'm just saying. I don't want no young bucks up in there.
You
I
can't
wasn't
give.
fully
Yeah.
mature till I was in my mid-30s. So
Yeah.
for me,
Plus,
it
can
would
you
be a
imagine
while.
giving mushrooms to a 12-year-old?
Oh my God, no!
That's
Hell
probably a
no!
bad look.
That is no.
Here's the here's the
No,
offering
no.
bowl.
But
Damn.
like, I would like a
you
weed
got to
church,
show your
like
ID
the
at
Ten
the door.
Commandments.
and
Basically.
church and shit.
I just think a weed church would be like a lot of weed and like some Buddhist ways. Like it should just be like a
Meditation.
spiritual meditate. Oh, I meditate.
I
I'm big
cannot
on
meditate
love
for
Really?
shit.
I
I'm
love it.
You
terrible.
got to
I ha-
practice.
I pass. I just fall asleep.
Well, there you go. Did his
Sitting
job.
up.
Yes, like when I went to so in Stoughton around where the lake house is, like there's literally like a decked out gilded Buddhist temple that's like fly as fuck just right up the hill from it. We went there
Fly
in
as
college to go, take a tour of it, see how the monks live.
Yeah.
Try to learn meditation. I'm in there like in the across like and meditating. There's all the gilded statuary, of the Buddha and stuff, and I'm just like doing my breathing, and I literally just passed out. Yeah, I was just like I'm like, oops, fuck that one up. So
The doctors
I
call it
can't do it.
non-sleep deep rest.
Yeah.
So, like sometimes it is kind of like napping because you always feel
Yeah.
more refreshed and recalibrated when
Yes.
you're like, all right, I got my eyes off this bullshit, my ears off this bullshit. I stopped my body from moving. Now I'm kind of ready to re-engage with whatever it is that I need to do. Like that's why sometimes at the end of a long day I won't take a nap, but I'll go down there and set the timer for like 15 minutes and fucking meditate. You know what I mean? And just
Hell
it's like a
yeah.
little recharge just to get me through.
Especially with a little bit of weed. Oh, it's the best, man.
Hell
I
yeah.
love it. Yeah, no, I think, no one, I feel like less people are identifying with a religion. At least what I've
Oh, yeah.
experienced. When I
It
come across
seems
people,
obvious since
I
it's
hear a
like-
lot
for
of like,
sure.
I'm spiritual. And that's good. I think like that's why I would like a weed church because it's just about being good to people. Like that's it. Just be good to people. That's it. It's a simple message. I don't want to be like you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to sacrifice this. No, you just got to be good. And if you're not feeling good, let's figure this out. And there's therapy at my church. That's what church should be like because that's how I feel like the purpose for me. Like why do I believe in spiritual things? Because it makes me feel good, right? So then. What do I do to feel good? I work out. I have wellness, holistic things that I like to believe in here and there, So why can't you get that at church? Like, to me, church is like, when I work out at the gym, that feels like church for me,
It is a kind of a church.
Yeah, it
Oh, yeah.
does.
Because your body's a temple.
And
For
when I
sure.
leave, I have
For sure.
endorphins going like, and I'm,
I feel great
I
after
love it.
exercise.
Yeah. So like to
Feels-
me, I feel like my
feels
church
good.
would be like a
Ready for the day.
gym, but at the same
Oh, yeah.
time, we would offer like different things like that because I want people to feel good. And also, how do you feel good? You gotta do things for your body.
Well, of course
Mm-hmm.
you do, because what happens when you get injured? You got to go
Yeah.
to physical therapy,
Yep.
and they are literally helping you to repair your body, to rehab your body. Like,
Yeah.
you have to do that all the time. And like, David Goggins, he says, don't get ready, stay ready. Stay ready. Like, be ready all the time. Be always exercising. Be in that good shape.
Yeah.
So many benefits to it, and I love doing it. I do it like every morning.
Yeah.
I've been very good about I won't go to bed later than 11, so I can get up by 6, and then just lift weights for like a half hour. And like it's funny how long it takes for me to actually get down in the basement. Like, I gotta stop, brush my teeth. I have a
Yeah.
retainer I have to wear after the braces. I have to put that in the friggin' thing, clean it, right? Then I go downstairs. I do a Novage. I cleanse out my sinuses.
He's got a
I
Patrick
freaking
Yeah,
Bateman.
you
He's
got
got
a
the
good
Patrick Bateman
routine.
routine,
Look at
brother.
this.
I make a protein shake.
Wow,
And fucking put
you
some
are-
Just like a
creatine in that
facial
bitch.
mask.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna do all that, man.
Some mornings I'm feeding the baby though, so it cuts in. Like,
yeah.
you wonder if I show up late or
Yeah.
something, because then it adds like a 20 minutes to a half hour on. Or if I got to walk the dog real quick down to
Sure.
the corner, that's another 10
Yeah.
minutes, right, or 15 minutes. So it's tough to like that, but that's why I always try to get up at 6, and then friggin' go through all that bullshit, right? You know, use the washroom a couple times, get into my friggin' gear and start
my
lifting.
hat's off to you, brother.
And then when I'm done, I'm ready for
Hats
work.
off.
I throw on my
Wow.
clothes.
I
get
can't
the
do
fuck out of
mornings.
there.
I sleep in mornings. Like
It gets me going, dude.
I
feel better for the whole rest of the day.
Like I was working out
Even
before
now.
you came here. Like that's why I was.
Yeah, he was
I'm
lifting.
still in my
He was getting
workout.
after it.
But like
getting after it.
I always do it like right after work. Like that's when that's when I do it. 'Cause
yeah.
it's
I'm
just like,
exhausted by the time I get off of work.
I
Right
have to
after-
do
I
it in
can't
the
do it in the
morning.
morning.
I
I
gotta
can't
do.
do it in
I'm
the
a
morning.
morning
Me
too.
person. I can't because if not, I'm gonna kill.
But I don't like
somebody.
waking up early, and that's the tough
I
part. But I
hate
know
that.
for me, it's the best
Yeah.
time. I have to do it.
Yeah, I gotta get up in the morning. That's the best time for me.
Get that blood flowing.
Yeah.
Be ready for you. Feel stronger
Yeah,
for the rest of your
you're
day.
coming to work like, oh,
Confident.
let's do it.
Yeah,
like
let's
that's
go.
Oh, they know at work. They're like,
I'm
damn it, you went to the
destroyed.
gym. I'm like,
because
yeah.
it has the opposite effect on me. Like I'm destroyed because, well, granted, my workouts are a little bit gnarly sometimes, especially if I'm going for like a goal. Like I want to.
He's in the army, so they fucking push him hard.
Yeah.
like,
So
sometimes.
like sometimes my workouts will be like an hour and a half.
Well, he
and
used to be tired after the military training
hard as
classes.
fuck.
He's like, because I'm tired for the rest of the day because I was exhausted in the morning.
Dude.
But that's when you go that hard, dude. You're
Exactly.
not going
But
that
if you
hard all the
if you
time.
do like just lift for like
Yeah.
30 minutes, you're not gonna be destroyed. But like for me, like I'm doing HIIT training and weights. So I'll be like
Yeah.
doing sprints, weights, calisthenics, circuit type
Yeah, you're
workout.
all over.
So
Nah, I ain't doing all
and
that.
then I'll be tired at
Oh,
night.
yeah.
I'll be tired. Yeah, I'm like I'll be tired at night. Great, let me be tired. That's when you should be tired. Then you go to sleep. But I don't want to do one of my like a beastly hour and a half
wouldn't
workout
do
right
that
before
in the
work,
morning,
and then
though.
and then I'll be dragging ass the next day.
Well,
It's
my
just-
goal now is
So-
I've got the weights in the morning, and either I will stay here for another half hour and get on the bag. I got a heavy bag downstairs, or the treadmill, because I have a treadmill down there too, but the stupid track came off alignment. They're very hard to fix. I tried to fix one before, and I couldn't get it to line up right, and it was just more frustrating than anything. So I got to call somebody in to do that. But in any event, I want it at my house because I have weights on one side. I can fold up the treadmill. I'll start out. I'll do small for a few days so my legs don't get too sore. But I'll do a steady half hour each night, maybe an hour sometimes. If I got that extra time to kill, I'll throw on a podcast and I'll just get lost in it.
Yeah.
My mission, I'm not worried about what my body's doing. Like I'll just listen to podcasts to forget the time. Like,
Yeah.
So that by the time you know it, an hour's up. Like you get to that end of that episode and you realize I
Yeah.
have my water bottle in front of me and all that shit. If I mix in the cardio, there's no stopping me. There's no stopping me, son.
Yeah, see.
So I got
Get
the
some
weights,
treadmills
but
at the church.
the punching
see
bag.
what I'm saying? Treadmills at the church.
Just
I'm
a
onto
gym
something.
surrounded by weed.
Yep.
Like, it's-
And someone that
and
I'm like,
drones.
you can do it. Keep going. Don't you feel that?
There's no
That's-
pews.
that
Pastor.
sweat.
There's
You're
only
sweating out
benches.
the evil,
Yeah.
the toxins, the beer, the sugar. See,
yeah.
look at
That's
doesn't
true.
that sound like a good pastor?
I
or
mean,
whatever.
I like it.
But
I will go to
you
your
gotta
church.
start
See, I already
recruiting.
got. Look at.
Can I be a deacon? Can I be a deacon
yeah,
at your
of course.
church?
You're an
Oh,
expert.
tremendous.
You're whatever we're gonna call this.
Sign me
Let's
up.
call it. Look at that. Look at he's gonna drink the Kool-Aid. We got
Yeah.
it. We got it going on. Jim Jones don't got nothing on this.
The Church of Natural Healing, a holistic approach to spirituality.
Yeah.
With
Why
fucking
not? With
Papa
Jim,
T, Matt
with some
Thomassen.
gym
Let's go.
workout. Yeah, workout. Yeah. Have some therapists in there. You know.
You ever see these spin
services.
classes? You ever see that shit?
Yeah, I've been to them.
You want to
bro.
talk about
I
spiritual?
know. Oh, I know. I went. I almost signed up. That's how culty it was, man. I walked in there and I was
Because
like,
you're sweating
"Oh my
and
god, I
you're
want to
feeling
join!
incredible.
Oh my god, I feel this! Oh my god, was
I
there
must
oxygen
join.
in there? Like, oh
I
my god!"
must.
And it was in Texas, bro, and I live over here, so I was like, "Is there one in Illinois? Where is
There's
this?"
one on this block.
Yeah, and then I realized,
Right down the
okay,
street.
calm down. You're fucked up. Like it was really life changing though. It was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And
You're all sweating in unison.
Yeah,
You're trying to push as hard as you
yeah.
can go. The instructor's like coaching you through it.
yeah, I
It's
wanted to
kind
do
of
it.
spiritual.
Yeah,
Everybody's
it
feeling the same
is.
shit at the same time. They're all feeling those same endorphins and
And
energy.
it's dark in there like church, so yeah, it's definitely churchy.
I will
The
say.
best gyms are churchy vibes.
Yeah, definitely the best gym is not Planet Fitness. That's just what I happen to go to because it's closed. But yeah, I've been to some good ones, but the best gym in the world, It is not a brick and mortar structure. It's the fucking outdoors, man. I'm about to sound hippie.
Yeah, no, I love working
the
out
outdoors.
outdoors.
Like the closest to like a religious experience I think
Yes.
I've had was in the Santa Catalina Mountains out in Tucson. I was out in a national park, and there was this thing called the Telephone Line Trail, which goes up and kind of parallels like the old school telephone lines or whatever on the side of the mountain. You just keep climbing up and up and up the side of the mountain, going deep into like a valley and into the mountains there, and you just get further and further away from the city. Every time you turn back, you see the entire Tucson Valley, just for like 20-30 miles across, and then you just get smaller and smaller, and the mountains just get bigger and bigger, and it's like endless. All you can see are mountains. I'm like, and I like ran that trail. It was fucking epic. Like I got to go back and do it again.
It sounds like breathing fresh air.
It's
Oh my
so
God.
awesome.
The most pure
I've been
air
to
ever.
Sedona, so I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Man,
Arizona's beautiful.
hiking over there.
I love it out there.
Oh man, yeah.
It'd be great to be high out there.
Oh,
Just
it
take a
is.
fat rip, be out in the mountains.
Oh,
Oh my
high as
gosh.
hell. Yeah, it is magical. That is nice. Yes, but
I'm just afraid of the only thing I'm afraid of out there is accidentally stepping on a rattlesnake or coming toe to toe with a cougar mountain lion.
Nah, I'm not scared of that. I'm
So-
scared of falling off.
Yeah,
That's what
some
I'm
of those
scared of.
turns.
Nobody
Yeah,
ever
it's
hears from
dicey.
you again.
Huh?
At least if you got bit by a snake, you die on the trail.
Yeah.
But
You're
like, if
good
you
on the
go off the
daytime.
side, nobody like who's
Yeah.
gonna go find you,
You
down
know,
at the
when
bottom of like
when
the
I
Grand
went to
Canyon.
Arizona, I was looking up how people died before I was climbing. I'm like, let me just see how fucking scary
Oh,
this
people
is.
fall.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, they do. Like, oh, let me take this selfie. Boop.
That's a big mistake.
It is.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to right click save in your mind, and that's what people don't
Yeah,
realize
yeah.
nowadays. Like that picture is meant for your spiritual
Yes.
memory
Yes.
experience.
Yes.
Like I was at Metallica recently, and these motherfuckers are all like they're standing there just doing this, and I'm like, bro, enjoy it in your own mind without like having a screen in front of you, dog. Like some of those things, if you want to talk about spiritual, I think that's just meant you're not supposed to have your phone out in church.
Oh, you're no,
You
you're
know what I
not
mean?
getting no,
Yeah.
no phone. We're collecting your phone at church. You're not bringing that shit in there because you.
Yeah, this is they have those bags.
Yeah, because you know what? Not everybody wants to know that they smoke, right? So it's supposed to be a private matter, you know. I don't want, this is a place of welcoming and open, and yet nobody knows what happens inside a church. And you got to get baptized. Like everybody's got to pass the blunt. And you got to hit the big bong. I don't know. There's so many things
This is
we got
like
to
some
think
Fight
about.
Club. She's building
She's
Fight
telling you
Club
the whole
with drugs.
initiation and
Yeah.
stuff, bro.
Whoa.
First rule about Fight Club is we do not talk about Fight Club.
Yeah.
Second rule of Fight
so
Club
church is
we
going
do
to
not.
have a gym, Fight Club vibe, but therapy. At the end of the day, there's therapy.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah,
Watch.
well, that's good.
We can start it. I just need a place. You guys are in real estate. Find me a place.
We can get you something around here.
Oh yeah,
me
there's
something.
there's potentials around here.
Yeah, the church.
Yeah, it's not, and it's also about motivating people. Like I feel like church to me, spirituality, like to me is about motivating, making me like try to do better, and whatever better is for me. Right, my better is different from your better and your better, right?
Yeah.
But it's better, right? So like at the end of the day, I want to strive to do better. I want to really motivate people to do better. Like if I can affect you and I can make you smile and I can make you think you have a chance at something you didn't think you had a chance at, then I did my job, right? Because that's all I want to do. So. That's what I think about, like, the church part of it. Like, yeah, it's goofy. Yeah, we smoking weed. But, like, weed makes me talk like that. When I'm high, I get real deep. I'm like, no, but what, like, in order to be something, you got to be true to yourself because you can't be something without being real. Like, you start getting that weed talk. But and then I'd be like,
You get into philosophy.
yeah. And then I'm like, because I loved philosophy in college, but, like, then I start thinking like, damn, that's so deep. I need to do church. Like people got to hear that. Like I think, I hear people tell me all the time, like, man, you should really put that out there. And I'm like, it's gay as fuck. I ain't gonna say that. Like I don't know about that. But like I do feel like that, and that's why I think it would be cool to have that. We all need to believe in something, and maybe how I believe in something may affect someone else. So that's all I'm saying.
I like that.
Yeah, it sounds like a good way to spread.
We need more positive,
kindness, positivity.
kindness. Yeah, there's a lot of lost things out in the world. Like you said it, the world's fucked up. It's never. There's so much going on, but like, I still want to be able to. That's why I like comedy, right? Like it's like you gotta laugh at your mishaps. Like if you're not laughing at your mishaps, then you're gonna have a hard life. And to me, I've had a lot of mishaps, and those mishaps are the reason why I'm in comedy, right? They're the reason why I do these jokes. You hear the jokes, and I have a dark side of humor, but that's my perspective, and that's what keeps me going. If something bad happened, I got to look at the bright side of it, or look at what I learned and make it funny for me, not for you. It's for me, so you can understand how I think. So that's I like comedy, and I think everybody should get out and watch a show and just sit back and laugh. Life is tough. It's very tough, but it's up to you on how you go through it. So
Kindness or comedy is a universal language. I mean, there's a few of them. Kindness is one of them. Comedy.
Weed.
Well, there's certain things that like you don't even have to know exactly what the person's saying. Like, let's say you don't speak English or you don't speak another language, and when everybody's laughing, it's just contagious in and of itself.
Yeah.
So like when you know some shit's really funny, you get drawn in that. There's a really good healing power to that, and it's just it's a universal language for that reason.
Yep. True story, man. Man, I'm pretty drunk off this one beer. I ain't gonna lie.
Non-alcoholic.
Oh man, woo!
They left off the 100.
I know.
They left off the 1. It's actually 100% alcohol.
beer.
Hey, that's crazy. That's crazy, man.
When can we see you, Adriana, coming up?
Oh man, I got a couple shows coming up. I got one tomorrow. I got one in 2 weeks, and then there's a couple in January. I mean, just hit up my website, nanarodriguez.com. You'll see all my, my links to my social media videos up there, my calendar, links to tickets. So, check it out. And definitely support the comedy scene. And you just check it out, man. I got shows coming.
Where's the show tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night it's in Lincoln Lodge, and it's called Ladylike. So I'm being on it. So they're putting it together, and I'm just jumping on the show. So it's gonna be a good time, man.
What's the show time on that one?
8 p.m.
8 p.m. What are tickets for that?
That's a great question. I don't know.
Well, hopefully you're getting paid for the.
I mean, either way, I just want to get out there and tell jokes, man. I ain't gonna lie.
I got you. I mean, if I were a comic,
I mean, money's
It's,
good, but
if you love what you do,
I love what I do, and I love doing it. So regardless, as long as I get to get out there and keep getting out there, that's all that matters to me. But like I said, if you want to stay in tune on what I've been doing or what shows I got coming up, nanarodriguez.com. Check it out, man, and stay up to date with all the things I got going on.
What are you on Instagram?
On Instagram, my name is I Am Funny Ha. Just like it sounds. Super simple. I Am Funny Ha.
That's great.
That's how you find
Love
it.
it.
That's my handle on Instagram.
Anywhere else, Facebook that you want to put
Facebook,
out?
Nana Rodriguez. But like I said, if you hit up my website, all my links are
All
there.
that's on there?
Yep,
Yeah, so go to
everything's on there.
nanarodriguez.com.
Yup. Check it out for sure.
Well, thank you for joining us for this Comedy Christmas podcast. It's nice to do this, and sometimes we'll get into a year, but this is nice to do, you know what I mean, around the holidays, get people laughing. We all need it around the holidays during the winter season and all that.
And you got a sidekick on this one? Look at this. Look at that. Everybody needs a sidekick, man. I like that.
He's a great personality to have in the mix,
you definitely make this team complete, all right? For sure.
I try to round it
He's the
out.
one guy, he's very intelligent. He has deep analysis on things, and that's why I love to have him around, because some things, when he analyzes them, he really says it eloquently. And that's what this is all about. The whole Blessed Life University thing is I'm blessed to be around good people, and the university is like always be learning, right? It says it right there in the middle. So
right, hell yeah,
I
always
learn
be
from
a
every
student.
person that it comes on, and I hope that people do too as part of the episodes, as well as enjoying the laughs and all that too.
Yep, for sure.
But we'll sign off. Kindness is the world's most powerful resource, and we control it. Not the government, not some big corporation. It's a universal language. I've gotten along with people of all walks of life just by being nice and saying good morning to people and making a connection with them. So spread kindness all over and make the world a better place. Take good care of yourself, your family, your community. Have a Merry Christmas, and tune into the next episode. We love you guys out there. Merry Christmas, y'all. Peace out.
Peace out.
That was a good one.
Yeah.